5.
I'm 3. I'm shorter than you.
By 3.
6'3".
Oh.
That's nice because some guys wouldn't admit that they were shorter. They'd be like, yeah, bro, I'm 6'5".
No, 6'3". Yeah.
I'm 6'5".
Yeah, you're taller than me.
Just by her.
Yeah. I respect it.
Tall gang.
Cool.
When you're tall, it doesn't matter. Like someone...
No, it doesn't matter. It's when they're like 5'5", and I'm like... And also it makes me think, like, if someone... You know how, like, tall people are like, can you please reach that for me? I wonder if it's normal for us, our short people, to get something from the floor, because it's the same shit, right?
Yeah. Can you get something for me at the back of the freezer, please?
Yeah.
I mean,
you're closer than I am.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I've got to bend my back and...
Do you think tall people naturally go to... Actually, wait. I think the question I've got is good for the pod.
Okay.
Nice.
Hold on. I just thought of a question.
Okay, cool.
Based on heights and stuff.
We're ready when you are, Joe, because we're going to just start talking. We've been rolling.
Right.
Oh, we've been rolling.
Do you want to record this thing now or just go straight into it?
Let's just keep it moving.
All right, say no more. Okay, so, yes. All right, so, Morgs, quick question, yeah? First of all, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah? Life's good?
Yeah, I want
Family's good?
The suspense is killing me.
Everybody's good?
Everybody's fantastic.
Health is good, mentally, physically. Everything's still operating, blood still flowing where it needs to travel.
100%.
Okay, cool. We move. Now, I like he didn't ask how I'm doing, but anyway. So I got a quick question. Do you think tall people are naturally destined to go to heaven because they're tall, so they're kind of halfway up there, and short people, because they're short, they're naturally destined to go the opposite direction?
That's actually a really good question.
People need to know.
I mean, it's based on character, to be fair. But
that plays a part.
But
50-50.
I definitely know, and I feel like there's a different altitude from when you stand
I also
up.
feel that short people are a bit more angry.
Oh, what's up with that?
What's that short man
They've
syndrome?
got short man syndrome.
Yeah.
That's
What
what
is
they
that?
have. So they're a bit more
I think they
feisty
realise
and a
where
bit
they're
more
going.
angry at the world.
What problems?
Yeah.
Problems.
I feel like that's because they're just always trying to. It's an uphill struggle.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, right.
You like that?
It is.
Like, you know the ones there, like when someone goes, can you see over there? And all the tall people go, yeah.
Oh my God.
And then you got the little person.
Do you need help reach your destination? Important word is reach.
The funniest bit is when you're trying to look for something. Like, I've seen friends that are shorter than me, and they have to go on their tiptoes to like look at like above a shelf. And I'm like, there's nothing there. I can see it from here. Like, they have a completely different
perspective
view and perspective than what like tall people like us have.
Yeah, I just think they probably have a different outlook on life.
Outlook,
100%. Don't do that. That's an outlook. The outlook is just. The outlook is just the garden fence and below it. Yeah.
I wrote it.
But yeah, no, it's just a thought that came to my head. But you know how it goes.
Another thought that came to my head. Right?
Okay, it's a safe space.
And excuse the pun. Mm-hmm. But why is it after, as a man, when you bust a nut, when you ejaculate, afterwards you go to the toilet and you pee? Does the pee go everywhere? What happens? What's that all about?
Can't say I can relate, to be honest with you guys.
That don't happen to you lot, does it?
Not that I've like looked.
You don't. It doesn't go. It's not crazy.
It's not going skew with.
Yeah.
No. It goes in like one straight line.
Yeah.
It takes a while sometimes to arrive.
Yeah.
But once it's there, it's coming out.
And it's calm.
And sometimes it's like quite aggressive. Sometimes it's quite like.
But you're sitting down, so you're.
Yeah, so obviously, so it doesn't go. But you don't sit. So you won't sit down after those moments.
Have you sat down before?
I think we're not. Down. First of all, we're gonna get back to that question. We're not gonna skate past your original statement. I think you need to get that checked by the doctors, bro. Because if anything, I'm either ready to go for round 2 by just the slightest touch. It's like, oh my, is it that time already? Or I want to get a little 5-minute power now. That going to the bathroom, that sounds like you need to get that checked, bro.
No, because if it's just happened and I drink a lot of water.
Blink if you're okay.
Think if you what?
If he's okay. Yeah.
You're okay.
Yeah.
And I'll go to the toilet, and if I don't sit down, the thing is going all over the gaff.
This guy uses his mouth like a sumo wrestler.
It's like that.
Got like several different holes.
Shit. You get me? But I've kind of... You sit down.
You know in them heist movies where they got the bad red lights going across the security line? That's why I just envisioned in my head right there. You know what I mean? It's going everywhere.
You know, like that.
Bro. All right, cool. Jesus Christ.
Another thing I was going to ask, right?
Okay.
Is it seems to be a running conversation that no one can really get a hold of, right? It's the conversation about men and women being friends, yeah? And you saw what happened online on our IG.
I'm glad you beat me to it.
That happened on what?
So on our IG,
Yeah.
we had a video that went semi-viral.
Right.
And the discussion online was if men and women can be friends if someone's attracted to the other person, right?
Right.
And then we've had the conversation on the pod.
Yeah.
We can't find a resolution. And in the conversations, it's like 50, I would say, would you say 50-50?
So you're anti that. You're like, that can't happen.
it
and I'm
doesn't
like,
work.
I'm a living testament that can happen.
I just feel that like if you spend a lot of time with someone, feelings could develop. But if it's like just like someone that's like a part of a group setting, and then sometimes you guys will hang out like one-on-one and you don't see each other that frequently, I think that then it like you would do with your girlfriends, you know what I mean? But I think that when it comes to constantly hanging out, you might end up then developing feelings.
But could you be attracted to a guy or female? We don't. We're an all-inclusive party here. You ain't getting us cancelled. Like, could you be attractive to that person and not pursue it to go any further than just being friends?
Because if I didn't want to ruin the friendship, then yeah. Because they could then end up, if it ends up working out and we end up being together, there is that slight possibility that you guys could end up falling out, and then it's fucked, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then the friendship will never be the same again.
Exactly.
So because I've actually dated people that have been my friends, and then it's gone the opposite way, and then now we will never be like that, like we were.
It's just what.
So sometimes it's like it's not even worth it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm an advocate that it just doesn't. All right, we have the back and forth because I'm a married man,
Right.
and before I was married,
Tell it like it is.
Go on.
there wasn't much left. I left behind, to be fair. Like
On the plate.
on the table. I finished my food
in the world.
Most of the time,
Don't play your food.
And don't get it twisted. And this is the thing this is the thing with the wording we use. I prefer to use associates.
Okay.
When I say
That's
friend,
a really nice way of putting
when
it.
I say friend, it's too close. But when I say you're my friend, it's too much in that.
Yeah.
Drizzy is my friend. He's not.
Yeah.
We're not blood. We weren't born by the same parents. We're friends, which means he can come to my mum's house and have dinner and eat.
True.
That's a friend.
And I'd wash the
That's a
dishes
friend.
after.
Right?
But you're not going to bring a one night stand type thing.
You get me. It's not.
Talk the thing.
Talk the thing. So it's like
Talk the ting.
talk the thing. So it's like when you have associates, I've got many associates, and they're cool people. And we're all in passing. How are you? Rare. Some of my associates, my wife knows because I've introduced them and gone, babe, this is. Oh yeah, and they're attractive. Right. So, but that's as far as it goes because. You know what I'm saying? And I feel, this is, you know what just popped into my head?
Yeah, we got you. A lot of things popping in your head tonight, buddy.
No, because I'm thinking about it now. When you're married and you're settled, your whole outlook on friendships and associations is different. You're single. So it's like, you can afford to just have friends.
Yeah, that are like acquaintances.
Because you haven't got, because there's no, you're not offending no one, you're not hurting nobody, do you see what I'm saying? Where I have to be like, okay, babe, I have to really be transparent in my relationship. So I don't really want women as friends. I don't want you to be my friend.
Because then also you've got to do you have to explain as well.
You've got to explain
and also
it.
just girls naturally will then be like, who is this?
Yeah.
And then it can turn into something, and sometimes actually it's just not worth the headache
It's
for you,
not
right?
worth the headache.
It's not worth the headache.
Most of the I'll tell you what's happened here. Most of the time when I've met women and we've become acquaintances, I've just ended up pushing her onto my wife. Like, just be my wife's friend. Just you lot hang out and do your hair and eyelashes and shit. And then it takes me out of the loop.
But do you think that it's different if you had friends that are literally just friends or acquaintances? Do you think that it's okay to still be friends/acquaintances with them, even though you met them before your wife?
That's a tech.
Yeah, so
That's a good question. No,
Go on.
Sorry, just
no, I'm gonna suffice to that.
yeah,
Okay.
because like for example, I have a couple of guy friends,
Right.
and I know that if I get in a relationship and the guy that I'm with says like I don't want you seeing that person, I'll be like, well, I knew him before before you, and I'm gonna know him after you. So
I get that.
I think levels, because we all had a life prior to our partners. However, it comes down to separating the past to that past is safe around. Like, you don't want to be in an awkward situation where there was this girl where you two were swinging off the chandeliers, butt-ass naked. Like,
No,
yeah, it can't be
just-
someone that you've really hooked up with.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
that
And it's like around your partner. That's a bit awkward because in their mind, if I'm thinking, they don't know how many times we've done this, and in your head, you're like, God damn, please don't say something awkward that's going to make my partner ask me in the middle of the night while we're sleeping. Oh, yeah, babe, by the way, that friend of yours that we met 2 days ago, they said something about that birthmark of yours that I know about, and I know it's in a certain place that no one should really know unless they... What was that about? And you're like,
I get it.
Yeah. So, yeah, you got it depends what type of situation level it was, innit?
Yeah,
Really.
I feel like if you've hooked up with them, it's just
Best to keep them away.
because also you can always keep going back to that person to hook up as long as you guys are single.
Yeah.
You know, like if you broke up with your partner, you
Yeah.
could then call round matey boy and be like, I'm single now, so you want to...
And there might be a clutch as well, where it's like any little thing you have, any little argument you have with your partner, you just run back to them and be like, yeah, so then they'll feel sorry for them. Oh,
And your
do you want
partner
a
could
lap to
argue about
cry
it with
on?
you.
Yeah, exactly. So but would you invite your... This is kind of dilemma-ish, but let's keep it rolling. Because we're in this pool now.
Okay.
Would you invite the person you had the best sex of your life with to your wedding?
No,
Hell no.
no.
That is.
That's a dangerous move because you end up going back with that person and not the person you married.
Oh my God, you got to leave all that behind.
For one love,
Yeah.
for one love.
Yeah.
go.
You
Yeah,
got
but
to
you lot are friends now. There's history there, but you lot ain't hooking up
I've
anymore.
not, right, so I've not hooked up with anybody in my past that I consider close anymore.
Okay.
They're like friends of my family. They're like,
Right.
we don't hang out. So it's
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
and they've got partners.
So you
and-
wouldn't be inviting them to the wedding
Yeah,
anyway.
it wouldn't be. Do you know what I mean? But it's that's a good question. That is,
Should save that one for the live.
we should save that one for the live.
Segue.
One word that I feel like we should bring back is bollocks.
Yeah, right? That's a good
We
word.
don't use that. We don't use that word enough.
Enough. No.
And you can use it in so many other contexts as well.
Yeah. I think we
Like,
got.
oh, that was bollocks.
That was-
That was a load of bollocks.
That's a load of bollocks.
That's the bollocks.
That
I
is
love
the
that
bollocks.
word.
That's
Yeah.
the dog's bollocks as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, see, yeah. In that context,
dog's
it's always
bollocks.
like a way of like entitlement. Like, yeah, that's the dog's bollocks.
That's
You see that strike from Christian? That was the dog's
That's
bollocks.
the dog's
Dog's
bollocks.
bollocks.
Right. But where's it gone? Are we losing that side of the British? One of the very few things that are cool about being British. Are we losing that?
I don't know.
Do you not think being British is cool?
It depends where you are.
I think you'll be surprised, you know.
You think?
Yeah.
Where? What setting though?
Americans love Brits.
Oh yeah, I know. I've fully taken advantage of that.
Yeah. I bet you do.
Sorry.
Oh, I know.
So no, I mean
These girls love me in America.
because they'll be like when I'm with my brother, they'll be like, oh, who's that? It's like, oh, that's my brother Dre.
Yeah.
And then I'll be now that I'm clued up to it. Before I was like, huh? But now when I got used to it, I was like, I stay mad quiet. I just wait for them to ask me, what's your name? I'll be like,
Is this in America?
In America. I'll be like, oh, my name's Dre. And they'll be like,
Oh my God, you're British. Oh my God, I
right.
fucking love British
and this was
people.
pre Top Boy, by the way. So this is pre Top Boy. So I was making sounding British be cool way before the man them was on the screen. Do you know what I'm saying?
I've been trying to find the Portugal Big Brother.
Portugal?
Yeah,
I've been trying to find it.
What do you mean?
it's great.
It's great.
As in like Big Brother House?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Portugal?
In Portugal.
great.
What's it about? Why you look like that?
So it's good. It's good TV. I think
a lot going on,
I
Nick.
think you make absolute killing over here in the UK.
100%.
Absolute killing.
What are they doing on there that's different to the Big Brother here?
Are
they fucking?
Yeah.
People are joining in too.
Yeah.
Also, it's an orgy.
Yeah. In a controlled environment.
It's a controlled. It's a controlled.
Man said it's in a controlled environment. Fast Food Podcast, people. Let's keep it moving, and we go like this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dons and donettes,
all around the world,
welcome to the Fast Food Podcast. He goes by the name of Drizzy Sakafet Freckles,
and he goes by the name of Morgan Twerk Franklin Heights.
And we are two of your illustrious co-hosts today, this morning, this evening, whenever you're listening.
And the food in the title is a metaphor for information.
And we are here to bring you food for thought, soul food for the mind,
and a feast for the palate.
Before we kick off the show, we are available on all relevant DSPs. That's Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts. These episodes are also available on our YouTube channel.
Yes, sir.
Which is Fast Food Podcast TV. Please share, subscribe, hit the like button, click the notification bell for instant updates when new episodes drop.
That's right.
Shout out to Jojo Montana,
a.k.a. Big Money Joe.
a.k.a. the thug from the South.
a.k.a. Jojo, Steven Spielberg, Ryan Coogler, Montana.
a.k.a. the dry foot barbarian.
a.k.a. God's gift to women.
a.k.a. the best cameraman in the world.
Absolutely. Yes,
thank fuck he's back, you know. Jesus Christ.
The world doesn't feel the same when he's not around. It's
really
like
doesn't, bro.
We need the direction and the quality. You know, we basically need the dog's bollocks in the house.
We need the dog's bollocks.
Dog's bollocks.
When he comes back, we'll have a discussion because he was away.
Yeah.
And we got to discuss about his trip that he went on to. Mm-hmm. Anyway, live event, people.
Yes.
30th of September.
By the time you hear this episode, it will be literally a week. Less than, just over a week, right?
Just over a week,
Once they hear this episode, sorry. So yeah, come outside, bring your girlfriends, bring your boyfriends, bring your people, then bring the man, then bring the gal, them. You know, if you got kids and granny's around, sweeten granny now. Yeah. So by next week, when you say, can you look after the grandkids? Boom, got them.
Yeah.
So we're back outside, 30th of September. We're at the Qube.
At the Qube, that's Canary Wharf.
Yes, sir.
9 Park Drive.
E14 9GGG. Shout out to the bra size.
Special guest hosts. We have Lateef Lovejoy, big comedian.
We got a friend of the show. These are all friends, by the way. We've got Lady Reams passing through.
And we got E-Man passing through as well.
E-Man.
I think you got to tell him about the after party.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing, right? We try to give you guys value for money. We're still a growing podcast. It's fair to say that, right?
It's fair.
We will remain humble even when we blow up. We're a growing podcast, but at the same time, we want to make sure we give you guys memories, give you guys moments, not just viral ones on the pod, but when you're with us, because we think you guys are our extended family.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You've been riding with us and keep giving us the will to keep going. So we thought it's only right that we go prime time on the third, the hat trick.
Let's do it.
We thought we'd go bigger.
Yeah, we're gonna do it big.
Sometimes big isn't always better.
Sometimes, I don't know.
It depends on the controlled environment that we're in. But yes, this time we thought, you know what? We're bringing a friend of the show to the pod. Now this Donnie is
top Donnie.
Mm-hmm. This Donnie is well known. This Donnie is established. This Donnie is a founding father of the garage scene. This Donnie is still going in 2023.
Making money.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
You probably met your baby father, your baby mother, your husband or your wife at one of his raves.
100%.
You probably first finger popped someone at one of his raves.
Jesus Christ.
So is that too much?
I don't know, man.
Too late.
Never too much.
Late. Yeah, it's all right.
So anyway, back on course. So we have the legendary, and you lot are going to be singing, we have the legendary 1/3 of the iconic UK garage group, Heartless Crew. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I say this with all the bass in my squeaky voice. We have, not joking, we have man like Bushkin.
Come on.
Officially hosting our after party.
Come on
the night.
Come on.
So let me put that in context. We gave you lot early bird tickets.
Yep.
at a very reasonable price.
Which have sold out.
Which have sold out.
Gone.
And you're getting that access to an after party at that price, early bird tickets. Now, if you missed out on the early bird tickets...
That's your business.
I didn't want to say it, but as you said.
Yeah.
So now, you need to buy tickets that's still available.
Mm-hmm.
And you're getting that to experience the pod live, and you're getting Bushkin, and you're getting E-Man, and you're getting Latif, and you're getting Lady Reams.
And you also getting DJ Chuckster.
Come on.
And you're getting DJ Teeks. And
of course.
You might get Mr. Drizzy spinning a few...
I might spin a few tunes, depends how I'm feeling.
Doors open at 7 p.m.
Yes.
So make sure you get down
because
there early.
we are starting on time.
Tickets are available on eventbrite.co.uk.
Yep.
Make sure you get that. Also, I can't wait to see you guys, by the way.
Yep.
Shout out to my foodies.
Yep.
Also, we're going to do some live IG pop-ups this week. Maybe next week. We'll think.
Yeah. Follow the Fast Food Podcast. Follow Morgan Heights. Follow Drizzy Freckles. We're gonna pop up on the live and try and give you a little taster. What to expect.
And we're gonna give away a couple of tickets.
I mean, sure, the government ain't doing nothing for people, so let's
okay.
Let's do something nice.
Fair enough. So I can't wait to see you guys. Make sure, remember, 30th of September. It will be by the time this episode comes out.
Yeah.
Just over a week. Just over a week.
Yep.
Now. Listen, people. I reached out to this young lady maybe about a week ago. And I slid in her DMs, Drizzy.
This is how the connections are made.
Bro, and you know what?
Not everyone's in the same controlled environment.
No, because I slid in her DMs because that's the only way I could contact her. One.
Yeah.
Two, I made sure I worded what I needed to say. I needed to be poignant, to the point, and direct.
You know what? Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't say to me, Drizzy, draft up a message so I can send it to this DM.
I'm like that.
Yeah. Well, fair enough.
But
you did well.
The message was to the point. It's because I know this young lady has 1,000,001 DMs and they're unopened. Yeah. I know that. Yeah. I guarantee.
Yeah.
So I was to the point. It was read, and she messaged me back.
Nice.
Hey, motherfuckers. I said, okay.
Well, first of all, okay. We'll take that. Coming in hot.
My eyes lit up.
Yep.
She said, where are you guys based? I said, we got her.
Yeah. As Brother Cardia says, gotcha.
She's a model.
Yes.
She's an influencer.
Yes.
She's a content creator.
Yes.
She's an advocate for health and fitness.
Big time. I think that's the most important one out of all of them, personally. Yeah.
She has a dope sense of humor, and I feel like she should just be a stand-up comedian anyway.
Yeah.
Which we love humor.
Oh,
we love it.
Do we just?
Recently, her videos have just been starting to blow up online because, not only because she's a stunner, but we've been talking about these gym Karens for a long time.
Yeah, we actually did a Why Don't You Just Shut Up about them.
We did. We did a segment. Why don't you just shut up to all the gym Karens? Yeah. And these gym Karens have been acting a fool, and she popped up out of nowhere, taking
the market
absolute piss. A parody.
You know how much piss she's taking out of them? It's like when England are playing and all the drunken lads are just all going to the bathroom at the same time. She's taking that much of a piss. It's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fast foodies, welcome the beautiful Nicole Drinkwater.
Woo! Hey, motherfuckers. I think that I need a nickname. You guys have nicknames, and I feel left out. Everyone in this room has a nickname.
Yeah. Just black people give.
We're gonna by the end of the show, we're gonna give you.
We should
by the end of the show.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
No,
pleasure.
This is so exciting.
No, good to be. It's good that you're here. It's like we're excited. We were excited about this episode.
I'm very excited.
How are you?
I'm really good. How are you?
I can't complain. I've been working hard. Yeah. I come off a 7-shift run. Mm-hmm. And,
7-shift run?
Yeah, I work. Sometimes within my 9 weeks, I have to do seven days in a row of work.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, so now you have days off?
Today and yesterday was my day off. So I've been blessed.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
how many days off do you get?
I've had 2. But what happens is now I'll be back tomorrow but then I'm off the weekend again.
That's
so it's
so
kind of
nice.
like, it's like I'm in that middle. But it's blessed.
It's like when you go back to school and then like it's back to school's on like a Friday and then you're like, fuck yes, now I've got the weekend, fuck school.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect. That's exactly the same
No,
as
it's
work.
great. It's
I love
great.
it.
How are you, Drizzy?
My week's I'm good, bro. My week's been all right there, Andre Agassi. My week's been all right still. I had a few trips to the cinema. I went to see The Blackening. I went to see Oppenheimer in IMAX. What else happened?
You've been busy.
Getting back into the gym routine. Got invited for a threesome.
Wait.
Working.
Skirt.
Did you get invited? Did you go to the threesome or?
What's going on?
So someone slid into my DMs.
Huh?
I'm waiting for the story.
Oh, sorry. I thought you was just.
No, this is
Someone slid into my DMs, and you know you got the three sections. You got the primary, you got the general, and then you got request.
No. There's 4.
There's 4.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Nick's got
ladies
got,
that have this. What's the 4th one?
Nick has got 100.
Hidden requests are like the black web of Instagram.
Son of a.
These are where the messages go that you don't want to answer. These are the messages where they're like,
Oh yeah, here we go. Hidden.
got hidden. People are asking for orgies in there.
Happiness. Hey.
Shit.
Whoa.
So was it in your hidden?
No.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this was a request, ironically, in the request section, and they said, "Yo," and then look, I don't want you to think I'm gassing.
No, I would never think that.
But
you'd
like,
lie.
you could just quickly summarize, have a quick view there while I'm. So they came in and they said, "Yo," and then I wasn't sure, and I was like checking for DMs and stuff, and then someone was like, "Yo," and then I was like, I replied, "Yo," because I'm a polite guy, and then they said something to me, and
Wait,
then
we can go down on this.
you can go. They wanted me to as well, but I was like,
That's
"No,
what she
thank you." Yeah.
Wait, what was the video that this person sent?
Right. So they sent a video clip. And I'm like, oh, this must be someone that I know. I clicked on the clip. And if I'm lying,
I'm flying.
And I'm dying and God's going to strike me down dead. I pressed it and thankfully I had my Bluetooth headphones on. Someone is getting stroked in this video. I said, all right, this ain't for me.
Wow.
This ain't for me. And then if you carry on, I was like, yeah, I think you got the wrong
before my last
person.
day on holiday here.
Bro,
Hang on a minute. This person's from Dubai.
This is what I'm saying. What's going on?
Is it a guy or a girl?
Bro, what are you not telling me, bro?
Bro,
Wait, was it a guy or a girl?
it was a guy giving up his girlfriend to me.
He's like,
What?
Habibi, take her for me. Give her a nice thing too. He's a cuck.
Yeah, and if you scroll down, he's all giving me like a snap information and everything. And I'm like, bro.
Wait.
Let's call him.
That is not a threesome. That is not a
Okay, like,
threesome.
Nick and Drizzy.
That is not a threesome.
Excuse me, Nick and Drizzy.
He wants to be a cuck. He wants you to see.
What's going on here? Like, this is like I don't know what's going on.
Okay, I'll get it now.
You two.
Scroll down.
No. I'm saying it's just you. You just used to this shit. Like,
Bruv, what?
you got messages like this.
Bruv, I just assumed because we're promoting the thing, someone was like, yo, in regards to the live. So I was like, oh, I haven't replied to this person. I'm not rude. I was like, yo.
Right.
And then it just snowballed into this person just hammering. If you check the messages, like
Yeah,
one
there's more
side is like
messages.
sending
It's screen locked.
One side is sending bare messages before response is provided.
Jesus.
And then I was like,
And then he sent more afterwards. And hello,
Yeah.
are you there? Are you there?
like, look, man's asking about you also on Snap. First of all, I'm a grown ass man, dog. I don't do Snap. This ain't Carnival. I don't do Snap.
Jesus Christ, is this what goes on?
So then he goes,
This is what
I
goes
said,
on
nah,
in
What's going on?
I don't do
They love
Snap.
Snapchat.
He goes, I have a UK WhatsApp. Are you around before Sunday? So first of all, I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait, God,
Who is this? Sunday.
Yeah, it's a God's day.
Well,
It's the day for the Lord.
according to this person, there was 2 types of roasts on a Sunday. And one was outside the kitchen. So I'm like, I didn't reply. Then I didn't reply. Then a video was sent. That's where I saw someone getting back shots. Then I go message someone else with this dumb shit.
Hold
And he
on,
goes,
wait. A woman was getting back shots.
yes.
And it's probably not by him. It's probably by someone else.
So that's it. Message someone else with this dumb shit. He goes, okay, it isn't dumb, laugh out loud. I was inviting you. So then I replied, enjoy your life, free peace signs. I didn't wish you peace once, I wish you peace three times. Yeah? AKA, please don't come back, we're going to live your life. He goes, I am, thanks, laugh out loud. Wanted to meet you before my last day on holiday here. So I said, you're messaging the wrong person, confusing me with someone else. Cool. Oh no, we just liked your pics. But how did you find my pics? I don't hashtag Dubai or say I'm in Dubai. He goes, thought I'd ask. Okay, this is her then. This is her snap. Man then asked me, you okay? Are you out this evening? Bruh, get the message. Is this what these thirsty dons are like?
Right,
I feel so sorry if there's guys in your DMs like that.
sorry,
I get it. Now I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
I understand.
Sometimes there's actually I get a lot of really nice people just saying like you're funny or whatever. There are definitely some like that.
Weirdos.
But yeah,
You
there's
get the
weirdos.
weirdos.
There's weirdos, and they are a mixed culture as well. It's not just like Arabs because
Yeah.
I live in Dubai, so it's not just. It's not just that. It's just anyone. It's any kind of culture that you can imagine.
Randoms.
So it's
Yeah, of course.
You know,
It's a mixed bag.
It's
Haribo.
a mix. Yeah, it's a little mix and match.
Can I give you props though?
Yeah.
Because I recall on one of your stories, there was a guy who thought he was holier than thou. And he was like, oh yeah,
I think I saw that
and then you,
recently.
Yeah. And then you hit him with the spinneroonie, the 560 hand of respectfully. I'm gonna chop you down like this with kindness. And then you said, are you
was it a religious thing?
Yeah. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
I'm a better one than him.
Because he was like, what are you doing, whoring about, being a hoe in a Muslim country? And then he was like, go back to your own fucking country and stuff. And I'm like, if you are, especially when it comes to Islam, like you are, or any religion, like you're meant to be a good person and not hold judgment and not speak like that. You
That's
know,
what you're
like
taught.
you can hold judgment and go about it appropriately. Like, I'm sorry, but your content doesn't align with me, and I'm gonna have to unfollow you. I'm really sorry, but it's just against my own religion. Fine, you know what? I can't, like, that's completely respectful because I also respect people's religion. But the fact that he was telling me that, and then he's telling me to go and fuck off and stuff, like, I'm like, hang on a minute, you're going against everything that you currently believe on. Like, practice what you preach, you know. So then, so that's when I quoted the Quran, and I'm like, even I know it, and I know about the Quran. I've never read it, but like I know the principles of, you know, religion. And even though I may not be religious, I still follow different things from actually each religion because I'm like, I do believe in.
You have a code.
I have a code.
Yeah.
I like that. I have a code that I follow, and and then after that I just blocked him. He sent me my OF actually and was like, well, looks like we're both going to hell. And I was like,
there we go.
You know what? And then he said that I need Jesus, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah,
we all do.
We all need Jesus. Mate.
We all. Especially these
He's
times.
probably under 5 foot. That's why he's going to go to hell.
Definitely.
Sure.
I want to say R.I.P.
I bet you didn't see that coming.
Yeah. I want to say R.I.P. to Irish Grinstead.
Yes.
From the group 702, who died recently at the age of 43. So young, man.
Oh my goodness.
Can I add to that?
Yeah.
But I don't want to big it as an RIP, but just like a celebration, like farewell message, safe transition. So I want to shout to my cousin Cleaver. I'll catch you on the other side, and we'll keep speaking your name, man. Do you know what I mean?
we
So
will.
just enjoy the next phase of your transition, man. So
100%. Quickly, any new music?
Oh shit!
Can we just run through them quickly?
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right. So for me, there's only one place to start.
Yeah.
I know all the hype was about Nas's album dropping on that day because it was his 50th birthday. Happy birthday, Nas, here, Jones.
Happy
and all
birthday,
that.
Nas.
But
Happy birthday, Nas.
Diddy.
Yeah.
But Diddy.
Diddy.
Dropped an album. He was mentioning this album was due to release. He dropped an album, but I don't think for once Diddy hyped up this album as much as it should have been.
I think he did.
I don't think he did because I was pleasantly surprised at how dope this album is.
But don't remember we had an episode. I swear it's nearly a year ago.
Yeah.
Where
It was upstairs.
we were
Killed
talking
R&B.
about R&B being dead.
Yeah.
And
it's not the same as
it's
it
not
is.
the
It was
same.
Yeah.
back in the 90s.
He was at the forefront of
He
that.
orchestrated that pretty much.
Yeah.
And I could tell that he was lining up, and plus he's had singles drop from the album.
Right. But then none of those singles he dropped is on the
there,
album.
yeah.
So that's why I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then I hit Press Play, which is a dope album from him, but I press play on this one.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit.
Banging, innit? I just
Is it similar to like old school R&B? Is it similar
It's
to
It
that?
makes you want to make love.
Yeah, it's got
it's
that
love-making
element.
music.
Yeah, it's beautiful music. It's
Love that.
There's
It's two
different.
halves though, isn't it?
Yes.
Because it's called the Love Album Off the Grid.
Off the
So
Grid.
there's like a Love Album half.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's like an Off the Grid half where it's like we might be in a party somewhere and then she's probably got a nice little skirt on and then you're like, well, this party's kind of lame, but my babe's looking good tonight. And then you might stroke her knee.
Okay.
And then you might go, oh yeah, that's my favorite spot. And she's like, oh, should we leave? And you'll be like, let's get off the grid, baby.
Nice.
No, it's a good album.
Okay,
It's-
I'll have a little listen.
Yeah, I just been.
Yeah.
It's just that's been me recently.
Yeah.
Since it's been out, to be honest.
Should it come out in the summer? Yay or nay?
Yeah,
Yeah. But winter's coming, cuffing.
Cuffing season.
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. So
Love-making season.
but I
100%.
thought of summer. As soon as I was like, oh, this during the summer, but winter.
What else?
Nas obviously dropped Magic Free.
Yeah, check that out.
What else we got? I don't want to speak about the record of the week,
No.
but that just I randomly was on Tidal and I thought, let me listen to the UK because they do a UK playlist and they add music on
Tidal?
there. Tidal, yeah.
What's that?
Streaming platform.
Like LimeWire? No, I'm just kidding.
No, those were good days.
You remember LimeWire?
Good days.
I love
Fuck.
LimeWire.
Good days.
So
Did
good.
LimeWire become Spotify? Because
Downloaded
it's
a
the
lot of
same
porn.
green.
A lot of porn on that.
I can imagine.
What's there?
Yeah.
You can download porn on that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What bit
look
rate was
so
that though? Like 240
guilty.
or something.
No, you can't. You couldn't. Sorry.
What was the question?
Yeah, exactly. No, hold on a minute. What's the point like when people used to do bootleg movies where you can see the person walking across the cinema while they're filming it?
It was like you
Two
could
girls,
get
one
you
cup.
could get everything on there. You just typed it in. Sorry.
Yeah.
More music.
Cookie.
Any more music?
Well, we've got a song of the week
Yep.
that we're gonna play.
Yeah, we're gonna do. Yep.
There was a Nicki Minaj song that came out that was dead on arrival for me. It sounded like she's trying to be Harry Styles or something. That's not what we want, Nicki.
No.
And tell your husband to stay inside, man, because your husband's out here now that like he's watched one episode of Top Boy and he's out here moving crazy.
Okay, yeah. Can we do a PSA on that?
Yeah.
Quickly. If you're over 40 years old and you feel like you need to stalk someone outside of a club, restaurant, or a building and act the fool, then you need to figure out what else
Where
to
you
do
are
with your
like.
life.
What happened?
So Nicki Minaj's husband, who I'm not even going to speak about what he's known to be because that's a whole nother episode. He apparently he's outside with some of his goonies, and he was like looking for Cardi B's husband, Offset,
Right.
because apparently he's got beef with Offset. Meanwhile, Offset's with what's our guy's name, Joe? Streamer guy, Kai Cenat, having the best time of his life. And it's like, bruv, don't let Top Boy gas you up like that. Stay in your house, look after your child, and help Nicki count her money. Like, what are we doing?
There's a lot of things to when you're over 40 that you should not be doing.
What are we
Yeah.
doing? You're outside, like, send me a location. We're outside, cuz. Where you at, cuz?
The tough guy shit.
No one's got
is-
time for
no one
that,
cares
bro.
about it. No one cares.
Go library and
No one
find
cares.
out about yourself, man. Like, chill out, bro. What are we doing?
Okay, let's move.
The Fast Food Podcast.
Quick fire round. Let's go.
What's a fire round?
Ready?
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Is this?
Are you ready?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Showtime.
Okay. Sneeze
Sneeze.
every time you orgasm, or orgasm every time you sneeze.
Sneeze every time I orgasm, or orgasm every time I sneeze. That would be fucking great.
Really?
Yeah, like walking in the street. Oh yeah. That'd be so good. I don't have to do it myself or get anyone else to. Just walk in the street. Achoo. Oh yeah. Oh fucking hell. And it doesn't matter where you are. In the gym, squatting. Achoo. Oh yeah. Amazing.
See, but that's the thing, Nick. That's cool. But when you're driving a bus, or you do, or you picking
No,
up
it'll be a
the
silent one. Achoo. Oh yeah.
me,
be a quick one.
me busting a nut while I'm at
But yeah,
work.
but it's different for you because you guys like actually like have fluid coming out and
Yeah,
it's a
it's
bit of a
crazy,
mess. So it's
yeah.
a bit different for you. But for girls, it's like super silent.
Oh, that
no
would
one
be-
knows.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Yeah, we're super silent. Well, we don't need to be silent. Some girls
That
are
would
like,
be, yeah.
Yeah, your answer.
I would rather sneeze.
Press the bell. Have you ever been in love with more than one person?
Yes.
No.
Oh, sorry.
What?
I said yes, but you said no. What are you saying?
I haven't.
Never.
Never. What's your answer? Why aren't you answering?
Come back to what you saying.
Oh my God, you look so guilty.
What you say? You sound like you've got to say free.
You don't even need to say yeah.
Exactly.
You say yeah, you don't even need to. It's just on your face.
No.
100%.
No.
Not taking that.
100%.
Next, ring the bell.
Ring the bell. What food can you not live without?
Oh, I love salt and vinegar Pringles.
Salt and vinegar Pringles.
And also, can I have more than one? Oh, steak.
You're our guest.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go. Steak.
Steak.
Salt and vinegar Pringles. Maybe some chocolate.
I'm going to say, it's not a regular occurrence, but I say barbecue chicken.
Oh, barbecue chicken is the one.
It's
Not a stereotype, by the way.
No,
but
but you know, I won't say watermelon after. No, barbecue chicken, pizza, and
Pizza's good.
it's a toss up with wrong choice of words between mango and pineapple.
Cool. Chocolate, 100%.
Yep.
Chicken,
Yeah,
can't do without. And it's crazy because my son has a peanut allergy. Yeah. So I have to, when I'm outside of the house, eat.
Get your peanut butter fix.
Can't do
get
without
your what?
that. Peanut butter.
Okay.
Oh my goodness,
do
it's
that.
like you know, like a crackhead has to go out and like get
100.
his fix. That's exactly you with peanut
Jojo,
butter.
what are you saying?
100%.
What's your fourth?
I
What's
don't
your
really
food?
care much for food, to be honest.
What? You don't have like favorite
you
food,
six
like
pack
something that
generals.
makes you feel good?
Don't say nani. Huh? No.
Not even that, man.
Press the bell. Freedom or security?
Freedom.
In what context? Because you could say
God
security and
damn
be
it.
locked up in prison.
Good question.
There isn't a context.
So what? Like I need context.
It's freedom
Freedom.
or security?
Security. That's the question.
I'm gonna go with freedom as well,
Freedom.
but it just depends on what context.
Yeah. But what are you
But
saying? Freedom.
overall freedom.
Security.
Security.
If you mean like in like relationships and marriage and stuff, obviously
Yeah,
security.
yeah, yeah.
But like,
I like to feel secure.
but do you not also need freedom in sense of like you can be secure but also still have your freedom with
And
boundaries?
not lose sense of who you
yeah,
are.
yeah, yeah.
Word.
But this is why the question is the way it's asked.
Ring the bell.
What's your answer? Okay, what is your idea of a perfect date and the setting?
Tits out, shagging. No, I'm just kidding. It's I'm just kidding, obviously.
It's fine.
No, it's not.
No. I mean, like, it's fine. It's a joke, but should it go that way after we've done other things? Who am I to disagree? Sweet dreams are made of these.
Yeah. That's it. Sade said that.
I think, like, I don't know, going for a walk or something, going to the gym. So I'm a big believer that, like, why would you go out for a fancy dinner and, like, guys have to pay, right? Inevitably, let's just say.
Yeah.
So you go out for a fancy dinner, the guy has to pay. What if you don't get along? The guy's just had to spend
A lot of money.
Yeah, like £100, £120. I don't know because I don't really go on fancy dinners, but like he's got to spend that and then go home and probably masturbate because he's like, well, that went shit, didn't it? And then he's never going to speak to her again. So he's just wasted his time and also his money. So I prefer to go to like the gym with someone or go for a walk or go to a theme park or do an escape room and like actually get to know someone rather than getting to know their wallet.
Love that.
Okay,
Love that.
me too.
Yeah.
Like, can I throw in there? Would you go on a first date with someone and part of that date is going to the cinema?
Going,
On the first date?
On the first.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it
I said
depends what we're
part
doing.
of. I didn't say it's the main one.
Okay.
It's part of.
Yeah, it could be a part of. I
Okay.
mean, I think that it would be difficult because you're not chatting to each other.
Yeah.
So I think that could be something that happens
That
on,
comes
like a third
after.
date.
'Cause
Yeah.
That's out of my playbook. If I go to the cinema with someone on the first date, we go to cinema first and then we'll go get something to eat after.
Right.
Guys, pay
Because by then you've built the rapport that you need.
Rapport, that's a good one, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Knows what he's doing.
But also, we've watched a movie together.
Right.
So if I run out of things to ask you about you to help me understand more about you.
But then you
we
shouldn't
could
be
then-
running out of things to ask. It should just be
it
flowy,
should be-
right?
This is
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
But just in case that does happen,
Just in case.
I see what you did
the
there.
backup plan is
got you.
I can then say to you, oh, so what do you think about the movie? While I'm thinking about what things to say.
Facts.
So it's a common, like,
true.
you know, and we're getting a bite to eat as well.
I
after.
personally wouldn't take someone on a first date to the cinema. I like the bonding part of dating, that interaction,
Yeah.
having a drink, looking at that person from like the distance and going, shit, she's banging actually, and I'm going to buy her another drink. All
right, cool.
Press the bell. Who are you crushing on currently?
Oh my God. Well, it's kind of like a mix, but my main person at the moment is actually Central C.
Central C.
Yeah. My biggest crush has been Michael B. Jordan, but then recently I've been seeing Central C and I'm like...
In a different light.
I don't know what it is. I just think that he's a really attractive guy. And I'm
that
just
sprint might turn into a marathon.
Okay.
What's that?
Central. I guess that's the invite you need to come on the show now.
Yeah,
isn't
he's
it?
got a record called Sprint.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
That's what who else? Is that it? Just him?
Yeah, just
Central C.
those two. Central C is like my top at the moment.
Right, by the way, before I ask Drizzy this question, or I get Drizzy to answer the question, if you see his stories, he's one of those guys that has 1,000,001 women just pop up on his stories. They're just beautiful women, by the way.
I'm glad you added that.
Yeah, but there's a lot.
Okay.
So this question is techie for you, right?
Context-wise, I just decided at the start of the year I want to give like to all the beautiful sisters. So every week I've been putting up pictures of like a whole week of like one particular person. So Halle Berry is going to get her time, probably around Christmas time. I'm saving her for last, obviously.
Nice, okay.
But like every week I've been a famous actress or singer or etc. etc. So
That's quite nice.
But back to your question.
Oh my goodness.
Shit. You know what? I'm going to keep it simple. Khalees.
Cool.
Khalees, who's
Do you want
Khalees?
the
milkshake brings all the...
Oh, I thought it was her. Yeah.
Do you want the answer I should give or the answer I want to give?
I want
Both.
the one you got to give.
Well, we want
My
both.
wife.
Yeah.
Crushing on right now. Salma Hayek is still like...
Oh, she is.
Shit, I've been looking at her IG.
Her and Halle Berry and both in
She's
the
just getting
50s
older
club.
and she's just getting like
And they're
so
looking-
refined and oh my God.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Aging
mean?
like fine wine.
Press the bell.
I'd slap a puppy for Salma Hayek.
What's the best compliment you've ever have ever had?
I would just say I think a nice compliment is just saying that I'm funny and people expected me to be like a certain type of way, but then when they actually got to know me, they're like, oh, she's actually got her like a brain up there. Yeah. So I think like someone complimenting my intelligence that they didn't think I had.
Like that.
Okay.
Drizzy Freckles.
I think one of mine would be that someone just said that I'm a very supportive person in regards to what they want to do, or I'm a good person to speak to in regards to like just letting them see the bigger picture. Like if they're angry about something and like I want to burn everything down, I'm like, look,
that's
we could burn it down now and that's going to be a very short-term fix, but long-term, you might want to still play on that piece of land. Don't burn it down, but maybe just cut the grass. But
So
don't
you're
burn it.
logical.
I try to be.
No, that's
Even
really
though I
good.
don't
Being
apply it to
logical is good.
myself sometimes as well. But I try, like if you came to me on the phone and you're like, yo, Drizzy, man, I'd be like, no, I understand that, G, but... and I think that's happened once. That did happen last year. Around Christmas time, a certain situation happened.
Yeah, it did.
And I had to take you off the ledge. And put you back down on the seat. And then love that. So that's, So,
Me, compliments. I'm not. If off the top of my head, I was at Carnival. And a woman said to me, "You got nice eyes." Wow. Yeah. It was actually a policewoman. It was actually a policewoman. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I sent you a description still. I said, keep an eye on him. He's fucking around.
Press the bell. Press the bell. What's the most fondest memory you've had as a child?
Oh,
Being a child.
did you say being the child?
Being a child.
Being
That's
a child.
that's a nice
Just
answer.
like, like what a time.
Yeah, everything's just very freeing and easy.
Yeah.
You know, but also at the same time quite difficult because you're just like trying to level up like the same as your friends and like you sometimes you don't want to go to
Navigating
school.
through stuff.
Navigating through and just really
yeah.
finding like who you are as a person.
Yeah.
So I would just say my most fondest memories is just probably just being with like my school friends who I'm still friends with now, like just having those moments together, you know, and just like not taking anything seriously. And I think that's a really nice memory.
And I think we just forget how when we were kids, how unfiltered the fuck we were,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
We
I
were just
know.
so unfiltered. We just text you like it was.
Best times. My fondest memory, briefly, is the time my mum went and bought Transformer figures. And
Nice.
I got home. I remember the day clearly as day. And me and my brother ran into the front room and my mum said, look behind the chairs. And we was like, what? Ran behind the chairs. And like back then, like those big boxes with the Transformers, you know, there's the Transformers where they're about 10, they're about a tenner. These ones were at least 30 quid.
Yeah.
And that 30 quid in my day
Oh,
is
100%. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
A lot.
And we freaked out, screamed our heads off.
Oh, that's amazing.
Perfect time. That's my fondest memory.
That just reminded me when my mum went to Selfridges to get Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
And I felt like I lived I felt like I was the best kid in the world.
Yeah.
For my love for Ninja Turtles. Shout out to Mumsy.
Shout out to Mumsy.
If you had to give something up for the rest of your life, what would it be? Quick answers.
Quick answers. What do I have to give up? I don't know.
My lack of patience.
A lack of patience?
I got a lack of
wow,
patience.
we just went deep. Really deep. Wow. Are you okay? You want to talk about it? We're here for you.
No, what you say? So, all right, let me give you context. Like, I have a lack of patience for people who are around me and I don't feel like they're trying to help themselves. Like, my patience is just paper thin for them. Excuse me.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, like when someone is just seeking your help, but they're not trying to see if they can resolve the problem themselves.
Right.
My patience for them is, I like you to be proactive. If you said, look, I tried A and B and it didn't work, I'll be like, all right, cool. Let's look at C and E. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to say that letter. And then we'll try and figure it out. But just people who just don't try. Like, I just ain't got patience for those type of people.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to think of mine, you know.
I'm still trying to think of mine.
Oh my gosh, what would I give up?
And I wrote these questions down. I was like,
So wait, you wrote them and you don't know.
I know.
That's it's a really difficult one because I feel that with the patience thing.
Yeah.
But I would more like, I would say, but then I'm like, I give up shit people, but then like I've already done that.
yeah.
So then I'm like, oh, do I just give up like makeup? I'll give up makeup.
Give up makeup. I don't know what I'd give up.
Porn.
Good answer.
Done.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Press the bell. Press the bell. If you could only perform one sex position for the rest of your life, what position would that be?
Oh,
Possibly
one.
a reverse cowgirl. I think that would be mine.
Yeah.
Wait, you do reverse cowgirl?
That's
You do it. He gets on top. Yeehaw, cowgirl.
I put the cowboy hat on.
Nice.
Because you know, technically, if a cowgirl has got a cowgirl, if she's got a hat on
Yeah.
and she's reversing, she's in the car reversing with a cowgirl hat on. That's reverse cowgirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, there's something about
Thanks
that
for
position that
clarifying. We
feel
were a bit
like-
unsure actually on what reverse
You know what I
cowgirl
mean?
was.
I just either that or the title of Snoop Dogg's first album probably.
Okay.
You have to,
Doggy
like,
style.
grip and like, you know what I mean? Lock.
My favorite position is spooning.
Spooning one's good. That's great for morning.
Yeah.
That's a
me.
good morning one.
Yeah. I'll do that for the rest of my life. Raggo. It's easy.
You're just
I'm
so
old. I'm fucking old.
lack of effort, man.
old.
2 pumps and done.
Press the bell.
Jesus.
If you could have any celebrity voice, who would that person's voice be?
Oh,
It might be Uncle Morgan.
Morgan Freeman.
Freeman.
Yeah.
I was thinking him as well.
Yo, you take a man's
Possibly.
I would take, yeah, fuck it. Can you imagine? Hello. I'm Nicole Drinkwater. That was not his voice. I don't even know how to do his voice.
This
What
is the
fuck?
code. Yeah, nah. Or maybe Uncle Denzel. Or I think that's it for now. You know, I think there's someone else, but yeah.
I think like Stifler's mum.
Stifler's mum. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. James L. Jones for me.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Mufasa, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever stolen anything?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Press the bell. Do you have a fetish?
Well, I don't think it's a fetish. I think it's more of a fantasy.
Fantasy? What is that?
Glory hole.
Do you... Do you...
Do you want me to talk about it? I've never done it.
you're a snorer as well. That's why I wrote this question, because I knew it. I knew I'd get a sick answer. Would you like to explain it?
Yeah, I can. So, like, I think it would either have to be with a partner and it's complete role play. Like, we go to Germany and I'm like,
Oh shit! You know the location. Okay.
Yeah, because they've all have like sex clubs and shit, right? So like, let's go to Germany, me and my partner, and then I'm like, let's do role play.
Okay.
Or which I would actually do, but I think the one, but then obviously it's not a stranger, and the whole thing is supposed to be a stranger. But I'm just really scared of like getting diseases, and also I'm just not. I'm not not that type of person to just be like hooking up with people.
No.
So I would. The only other way I would do it, and I probably would have done it when I was a bit younger. I'm only 30, but you know.
Yeah.
Would be like I would go on like I don't know like gloryholedating.com or something if there's a website. Check it out. Just kidding. And then I would chat with the person and be like, I don't want to know what you look like, but like I do need to have a test.
Yeah.
And then I will show you my test, and then we meet at this location.
And then we go.
But I don't think I would ever do that, so I would just prefer to do it with my future partner, and we just role play, because that could be really fun.
Love it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Does anything match up? We say is going to match up to that though. Just like,
No.
just ring the bell.
No, she's done it.
Yeah, just ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
Okay. Cool.
What's your middle name?
I don't have one.
It's interesting. It's just Nicole Drinkwater.
Nicole Drinkwater. I was going to change it to likes to.
Technically, your surname is 2 words. But yeah. So,
Well, it's 2 words, but it's been merged into one.
Right, yeah.
I think it was like a pub bet. You know, like, listen, mate, if you lose this, you've got to change it to Drinkwater. And then I was born. Conceived.
Do you have a middle name?
It's an action and a...
It's an action, it's a sentence, it's a demand, like, Nicole, drink water!
I'm just going to say mine is JC. It's both my grandfather's names.
Nice.
Sick.
Yeah, but I just said JC just to shorten it.
Okay, press the bell.
What about you?
My middle name is Wesley.
Oh, that's a nice name.
Interesting.
Snaps.
Have it lights on or have it lights off?
Doesn't
Lights
matter.
on, what?
Doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
On, off, sunshine, moonlight, it does not matter.
100% lights on, because I feel that if people have it on the lights off, I feel like it's like an insecurity, and that makes me feel sad.
Oh.
Because then I'm like, well, this person obviously doesn't like the way that they look, and then I'm not stimulated because I'm like, now I've got to be like, honey, you're doing great.
Oh, yeah.
You look lovely.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
so
true.
lights on.
I never thought about it like that.
I just thought it was just like a, just a way to see if you know your way around someone's body. Like turn the lights off and see if you can find your destination
I
point.
don't think
Okay.
that's it. I
That's a
think
shame.
it generally comes down, especially with women, I think it generally comes down to like a insecurity on the way that their body looks. I don't know though. Maybe. Maybe.
No,
But
I get it.
there's it sounds like there's some truth.
There's
to
some
that,
validity
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, I'm not fussed. Okay, this question is deep.
Okay.
Before your deep question,
Let's go.
would you rather work for Franklin Saint in Snowfall or Sully in Top Boy?
Franklin Slate.
Franklin
Saint?
Slate.
Sorry.
You right?
Franklin.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with Franklin as well.
Yeah.
I work with Franklin.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Same. I just feel like Franklin will,
Yeah,
as long as you do what's asked.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Sully is just a nutcase.
Even though, but Sully does have, you see, he has a code, man, that I respect it still. All right.
cheat on your partner and get caught, or be cheated on and never be told.
Fuck.
I know. This is what we do at the Fast Food Podcast.
Okay. Cheat on your partner and what?
And
never
get caught. No, cheat on your partner and get
I
caught.
can't.
Or-
it's not in my
or
nature.
be
Your
cheated
partner
on
and not find out.
Not find out.
But then will I live a really happy life with that person?
What you don't know can't hurt you, man. I'm going with option B.
I'm going with B.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with B.
I'm going to go with B. What are you going to go?
I'm the same.
You're the same, yeah?
Press
Yeah.
the bell.
B.
I'll go for you.
2 more.
You got 2 more?
2 more.
I'll drop one.
Your partner
one at
cries
you.
uncomfortably whenever they see you naked, or laugh uncomfortably.
I think cry because they could be like, you're just so amazing.
Yes, that's my
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's your answer. Press the bell. Go for it.
All right. So your best friend needs eye surgery.
Yep.
You've won 250K. They're aware of this, and the eye surgery costs 225K.
Right.
Are you paying for your best friend's eye surgery?
Shit.
That's really difficult because it's not like it's life surgery. I save their life. But do I want to save their eyes?
Yeah.
And then it's like, would they do that for me? But then I think some friends also would do that for me. So it's like, and then I'm also a really generous person. So I think I probably would be like, yeah.
But also, if they don't see, they won't see you spending your 250K living your best life.
Will they be paying me back?
That's what I thought.
No.
Don't get paid back.
Don't get paid back.
That's a lot of money, you know.
That's a lot.
Like, what if I need 225 for eye surgery?
Well,
Also, who's getting eye surgery for 225,000?
The way technology's going, they found a new thing.
225,000. That's a lot. That's
it
steep. Like,
it is,
maybe 30,000.
Yeah. Okay.
Same,
yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, where is it? Right, okay. Last Okay, this is just an either or. Who's more generous, a sugar daddy or a sugar mama?
Oh.
I mean, I haven't had experience of a sugar mama, but I would
Have you had experience having a sugar daddy?
I know. I was like, why you saying it out like that? You're wild. You are wild, bro. I was like, where's he going with it?
Yeah, I haven't had experience with
wild
sugar
guy,
mama,
bro.
but sugar daddy. Do you want to elaborate?
What type
Seems
of
like you
FD?
actually know the answer.
Yeah. That's no, bro. What was his name? Tyler, Spencer.
What's the question?
Russell.
What's the question again?
Who's more generous?
Who's more generous? A sugar mama or
I don't
sugar
know.
daddy?
I don't know.
You sure?
Yeah, no.
Say your final answer?
That was my final
on,
answer.
man.
Nicole.
Where you get that jacket from?
Well, I haven't had... I haven't had either, but I have a feeling that a sugar mama would be. Women are more generous. Women are more like attentive and have more emotions. So they'll be like, "Oh, you want this? Of course! Like, of course I'll do this." So I think they'll be more generous in other areas. Like they'll probably like cook for you and do laundry and stuff. Whereas you know what I'm saying? They'll be a bit more motherly, which I think overall will become a bit more generous.
I agree.
That was a quick fire round, people.
Yes, sir.
I enjoyed that.
I loved that. That was a
enjoyed
lot
it.
of fun.
I enjoyed that.
Got the old ticker thinking.
It's a question I want to ask, and you posed it, about support. And the question is, do we feel like our strangers are more supportive than our friends?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to go first, or shall I? I think I know the answer to it.
Go for it.
So, I think it really depends on who your friends are.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people in this world,
I heard it.
Yeah. Got him.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people, squash that fly, daddy. Fucking whack it.
Get it.
Oh my God, it's fucking buzzing.
I thought he was having a fry up there.
Yeah, I know what's
He's
going
having a little
on
fry up.
there.
You wanna share it? So I think that personally for me, I think that it's very even. I think strangers naturally just support because they think that I'm this whatever person on Instagram. So they support it. But the people that I have in my life now are so supportive. Like if I tell them tomorrow, like I want to go and do this, they're like, fucking do it. You know, if I tell them whatever I come up with, they are so supportive.
Yeah.
And I have definitely had to filter out people in my life to get to these friends. You know, and I've had friends that have come in my life that haven't been supportive and and I've given them a few trials, not literally being like, listen, babe, you got a few trials now, otherwise you're gonna fuck off. Like just in the back of my mind, I've been like, if this continues, because also like I don't feel good when I walk away from you.
Right.
The comments that you make to me aren't nice. The way that you and also sometimes like you can give criticism to your like friend.
Absolutely.
But the way that it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So for me personally, I think that I have a very it's very even because my circle is so small.
Right.
But I feel that a lot of people who haven't figured out that part of how small their circle should be have a lot more unsupportive friends than they do. And I think that actually strangers are more supportive of them. And then they sit there and they're like, oh, why are strangers more supportive? And I'm like, because you're hanging around the wrong fucking people who don't have your best interests at heart. Like they always want to see you do well, but not better than them. 100%. And like my friends are always like, you do you, I'm doing me, and together we are we.
Can I tell you what I do, Nick?
Yeah.
I live in a place where I don't have any expectations on anyone.
Me neither.
Right?
Me neither.
So what happens is, because I don't live in that expectation, because I used to.
Same.
And especially when I was an artist,
I think you have to experience
You have
it
to get
to
that.
get to that point where you're like,
Yeah.
I don't have expectations on anyone anymore.
And because
Yeah,
you know what the internet's like, and you know what people are like, because they're hating. People hate, right?
People do hate, yeah.
But then when I look at hate, sometimes I look at hate in a positive way, because if you're acknowledging me, then obviously you're watching what I'm doing. At the same time.
Hate is also like a form, like you're doing something right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're going to
100%.
get haters regardless of
It's
what you do.
attention.
And that's why I do whatever I want on my social media, because I'm like, if I become this person, or if I'm acting like this person, people are going to fucking say something about it anyway. So
Yeah.
I may as well just be myself.
Absolutely.
And then it's just this now for the rest of my life. And if you don't like it, that's a you problem. It's nothing to
100%.
do with
Plus, it's easy to be consistent when you're being yourself.
100%. Then it's not like a facade. Is that the right word?
Yeah. So it's easier to, you might as well just be consistent and be yourself.
Yeah.
And if people are disliking you because of who you are, that says more about them than it does about you, because you're being yourself.
You have to live in that bubble of, you know what, this is who I am, as you said, this is what I do, and if you like it, you don't, and if you support, you do, if you don't. I'm not going to, again, I'm not a bugger, boo. I'm not like that person. I'm not going to bother you. I will tell you that this is what I'm doing, and if you fuck with it, that's cool. If you don't, I'm not sitting there going, oh, why? Because this is what happens, and you know what happens. You'll hit a lick, just Joe's favourite word. Yeah.
Hit a lick? What is that?
Hit a lick is just like you'll make a lot of money, or you'll get in a situation that is a massive opportunity for you, and then you just find people gravitating to you, or
Like
people starting to.
You're close to hitting a lick.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Yeah.
Well, so
We're
where people
speaking it into fruition for you, where you're just gonna, it's just that one
You're
clip,
gone.
and you're just gonna.
Yeah.
That's
Next
really
thing you
sweet.
know, you're
Yeah.
gonna be on red
Which is
carpet
why I
interviewing
messaged,
people.
and that's what I said to Nicole in messages. I said, I can see you blowing up, so I'm going to message you now to get you on the podcast now,
so sweet.
because at any time now it might be.
I'll come back as
speak-
well.
Now you will.
It will be. Hi, this is Nicole's manager who
Oh my god.
now takes control of her DMs.
No, but we get it.
Yeah,
But we get
But
it.
I wouldn't be like that anyway. I also, I'm such a big supporter on, like, it doesn't matter how many following that I would get up to. Like, if I feel like I feel like everyone deserves a chance.
Absolutely.
So and I'm such a helper. Like, I did a personality test, and I'm actually a helper. It's like a
nice.
part of a
That's
thing.
your
Yeah.
thing.
So it's my thing. So it's like, if I can help you, and if we do a podcast and you post and it's going to bring traffic to you guys, I feel like I've done my purpose.
Absolutely.
It's my purpose.
Yeah, I
so
appreciate
like,
that.
I don't care if I had 5 million, I would always come back, because I'm like, if you guys need help, I'm here.
But
you know, and we built that rapport.
Exactly. But we built that rapport. But this is what I'm saying, Nick, because me and Drizzy come from a place where we've rubbed shoulders with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And the fact that we know those people is because we've been just genuine
Yeah.
in their presence.
And that's all you can
and
be,
they
right?
and they haven't forgot us, which is why we can make a phone call and we can go, look, we have a podcast. Could you? Do you know what I mean? So, which leads me on to another question. When it comes to friendships, should we accept our friends for who they are, or should we just distance ourselves from them, or just go, all right, cool, our relationship has grown out of it.
Out of alignment.
Out of alignment. That's a beautiful word. Out of alignment, and we move.
I've definitely had friendships where we've been best friends, inseparable.
Yep.
And then we've got to a point in our friendship where I would say boundaries are being crossed.
Mm-hmm.
And it got to the point where, and this actually happened to me, and it got to the point where I had to say, this is no more. Like, this friendship as it is can't continue. You need to go sort your shit out.
Yep.
Equally, I need to go and do my own thing as well. Like, and then now we are like, we'll message like once every couple of days. You know, we meet up, and we didn't see each other for 2 years, and we were inseparable before this.
Wow, yeah.
But now we're back in alignment. She's fucking killing it. She's absolutely killing it, and I'm so proud of her, because from where she started when we were hanging out, it was she had nothing.
Right.
And now she's doing so fucking well. And I do believe that two people can come back together, you know, as long as there's no disrespect.
Yeah, of course.
And
Yeah,
if you're meant to, like, I don't force relationships. If it's meant to be, it will be. And if it falls back into alignment, and same with my school friends, we didn't fall we didn't fall, like, there was no beef or anything like that. But I moved to Dubai, So I naturally fell out of alignment. And then it was only, exactly. And then it was only in the last like 2 years that I've rekindled with them. And and it's literally just like we were back at school again. And I was saying this to my girl that I'm staying with. I was like, we're just trotting around the house being idiots. And I'm like, I feel like we are 15.
Yeah, wicked.
But we're just 30.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, like I don't feel like I'm 30, you know? So, I just went on a tangent there, but yeah.
No, I hear you.
I do feel that people can fall out of alignment and you can allow someone to grow. You go do you.
Yeah.
And like, maybe one day we can be back together again. But like, if not, then I wish you the best and I fucking hope you succeed, you know? But equally, I'm also here if you need me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, like, I'm gonna be there like if you're in shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Triz?
Nah, because something that I had to put a stop to was like, I was always checking for people. And that was probably like one of my Achilles heels. I was always checking for people. Always just on, yo, how you doing? You all right? You good? How you doing? You all right? You good? You all right? You good? And then at one point, I just had this, I think it was during lockdown, where I just had this moment because a lot of us had epiphanies during lockdown.
Did.
Yeah, we did.
And I was like, right, it's a very one-sided thing.
Yeah.
Like if it was a seesaw, it'd be one-sided.
It'd be Marjorie Dole.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
And then I slowly started to not distance myself like, oh, I'm not going to chat to that person anymore, but it's just like, let me wait and see if they've noticed that I haven't
Reached out.
Yeah.
They're not matching your energy. And the thing is people get upset when you take that away from them, they get upset. But all you're doing is mirroring what they're doing.
Exactly.
And then they get upset. And then you're like, well...
Which just leads to my original
Message.
question, part of my original question about acceptance. I feel like sometimes you just need to accept the friends you have.
Yeah.
Like I will never sit and complain about another friend of mine when I know that's what they're like.
Yeah.
True.
So
Accept
he's
them as
like
they are.
Accept them for who
he's
they
like
are.
that.
Yeah.
I know that's what I'm gonna get. I know that I've known him forever.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But when we meet, it's the same. When our stars align,
Like
what did
no
you say?
time
What did
has
you-
Alignment,
gone past.
when you're in alignment.
Wicked. When you got that alignment, it's the same. I've got friends.
fine.
I've got friends I've known since I was 12, and I might speak to them twice a year. But when we meet, they got their families.
No time's passed.
It's just the same. It's
Yeah,
like,
I love that.
we just-
It's so nice, isn't
It's
it?
just that same thing. Do you know what I mean? And I
But
feel,
those are friends. Like
Yeah.
those are
yeah.
in a dictionary.
know you.
They would be next to friends.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Time can pass, but as soon as you meet, it's like no time has passed.
I
and
have
you
a nice saying, it's family. So it's like chosen family. Family.
Yep.
So I have a lot of like family
Yeah.
people who are just like, you are literally family,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we
Stood
just
the test
didn't
of
come
time.
from the same
Yeah.
bloodstream.
Stood the test of time, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Shall we move?
Let's move, man.
Let's go.
Intermission period, people.
All right.
Oh, what's
having
this?
a beautiful conversation.
We are.
with the beautiful Nicole Drinkwater. Drizzy Saka Freckles is in the building. Jojo Montana, the great.
The great.
Morgan Heights. Record of the week, people.
Twerk Franklin.
It was a record that you sent to me
Yeah.
because I was looking for one. And this record, it goes by the name of Cash is Dead.
Yep.
And the record is called, Drizzy,
Matt Gray Rap.
You are now listening to the Fast Food Podcast.
So that was CASISDEAD, Matt Gray Rap. That's our record of the week. Spoiler alert, I've just seen on IG that my nephew has just man, my nephew's just signed for Ipswich Town, you know. On a
What's Ipswich Town?
it's a football club.
Oh, wow.
So I want to shout out to my
Congrats.
nephew Ashton,
shout out to Neff.
who's signed
That's
a
awesome.
2-year contract with Ipswich. Big up yourself,
Wicked.
Ashton. Uncle's proud of you, so shout, you know.
That's a beautiful
love,
thing.
Love, guidance, and all that good stuff.
That's awesome. Well done.
That football career is just
Yeah.
not an easy
Yeah.
career.
No.
It's a dedicated. Shout out to the parents that stay dedicated to their kids playing football, man. Okay, so we got a guest in the house.
Yes, we do.
It's not you. It's Nicole.
Yeah, calm down.
Okay, you know what I mean? Jeez, this guy thinks it's the dog bollocks, mate.
Dog's bollocks,
it's
mate.
the dog's
Yeah, the
bollocks.
fucking dog's bollocks.
So, Nicole, for the people
Hello.
who don't know you,
Yeah.
we alluded to it previously that you are a creator,
Yeah.
and we know you for basically your hilarious
Pussy
commentary.
fact.
Right, okay. Okay.
Are we going to answer about that first or not?
I had a hypothesis about this, right?
Okay,
Go
I
on.
don't know what that
Okay.
means, but cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, stick with me, and then you're gonna drop the you're gonna drop the punchline. You're gonna know when to drop it right. So I had a hypothesis that one time Nicole and her girls was like, we need to go somewhere for a little girls trip. You know, chill out, let our hair down.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
F the boys, yada yada yada. So one of the girls in Nicole's group was like, let's go Greece. They're like, let's go Portugal. Let's go Ibiza. And then someone said, let's go Jamaica. And they was like, ooh, Jamaica. Exotic, rum, sun, good music,
I love
sea,
that
beach
place.
vibes, good food. All right, cool. That's the sound of them in the air flying to Jamaica. Right. So now they're chilling out there. I think they might have got an all-inclusive hotel just for peace of mind. Breakfast, lunch, dinner served. You don't have to worry about that.
Makes sense.
And then some local kid walked by, probably called Delroy, was like, fine girl. And they was like, oh, what's happening? It was like, you're visiting Jamaica? And they was like, yes. And it's like, oh, you need to come down the road tonight. We're going to have a little shubs down there, all right? So they was like, all right,
Jamaican
cool.
accent is awful, man.
I know. But because I'm West Indian, I can get away with it.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, cool. So then they dress up and they go to Lord of Mercy. They dress up and they go to the shubs, right?
Right.
So they meet. Let me throw my boy under the bus and use his name. So they meet a local Jamaican called Cadian.
Yeah. Shout out to Cadian.
So Cadian's by the bar. He's preying the girls. He sees these tall, nice, slim tone looking women walk through and he's like, Bomber Clock Star. With a Maggie in his hand. No, Red Stripe.
Red Stripe.
We're
Definitely
local. Red Stripe. Yeah. So then he's plotting like a lion does when it sees its prey. He's like, yo, rude boy, may I get that one, you know? So then he goes up to Nicole now and then he taps her on the shoulder and she turns around, being the personable person that she's come across as.
Yeah.
She turns around, she goes, hi, how you doing? And he goes, baby, let me tell you something. Me wake up this morning, me had two things on my mind. Rum and gal. Baby, me see you from across the room. And me say to myself, Bombo Clot, that girl is a
Pussy fat.
That's how I think the word came across. Came to fruition. That's what I think. I could be wrong, but I just think that's how it went down. All right.
In your imagination.
In my imagination.
Oh my gosh, I wish. Like, I wish that happened. Like, I was so into that. I was picturing myself at the bar.
You know,
I wish it happened
your
like that.
pum-pum shorts on.
Little
You got
pum-pum
a little rum punch in your hand, and then Kaden comes over and said, "Baby, me see you from across the room." And me telling you, no,
Your pussy fat.
like cocoa bread and patty in a bowl of porridge, cold milk. Anyway, sorry, I digress.
That's right.
Right, so Nicole, for the people who don't know, but they are gonna know now, and they're obviously gonna follow you because we're definitely supporters of you. What's your background like? Where you from, and like what sparked this great idea you had?
Okay, so I'm actually from Berkshire.
Yeah, I can tell by the accent. You're super posh.
Oh, posho.
Yeah. Love it though.
Don't get it twisted. Still grew up in Council Estate vibes.
Bang bang.
Bang bang.
Man like
Council
Sully.
Estate vibes. So I grew up in a really, really small village called Sunningdale. Really nice area actually, but still on a council estate. Mum was on benefits. She was raising me and my 3 older brothers and a younger sister. So it was like proper struggle town. Yeah. And growing up, I had always been this type of person to be like I want to just say center of attention because it's exactly what it is, right? Yeah. But not in like a conceited or narcissistic way. Just like I love to perform. Like I love to perform. I love to make people laugh. I love to bring people joy. So
technically, you're a middle child. You got that middle child vibe.
Oh, am I? Yeah.
Yeah,
because
you got one sibling younger.
What? Yeah, and technically I am because I have twin brothers. So technically, I am like a middle child.
So you was like in a Jackson 5, you'd be Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would.
Yeah, you would be the performer.
Is that a thing?
Because without interjecting too much, because I want you to tell your story. If you're in that scenario, you've got an older sibling and a younger sibling to live up. You've got to kind of live up to
Yeah, so to my elders, and then my sister needs to live up to me, like not role play.
And then you,
role model.
role model. So you're kind of in the middle, slight
Oh,
adjacent.
it's really interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So you're the Michael Jackson of the five.
So I'm the Michael Jackson of the family.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool. So thank you.
Welcome.
Feel good now.
We're here all week.
That was really nice. Did you say we're here all week?
We're here all week.
What did you say?
No, I'm saying we're here all week. We're good with it.
Right.
Off the cuff,
I thought you meant like, hurry up, bitch. We
No.
ain't got all week.
No.
So then I grew up, so constantly just like being a performer, loved being in like drama and plays and all of this. Was always like the loud one in the classroom. Went to school, had an all right time, did college, but never went to university.
In the same place.
In the same place, yeah. So I've always stayed there. Even now, like my mum still lives in that same house that I was not born in, but that I was raised in.
Yeah.
So then didn't go to university, but it was like all of my friends were going to university. All my friends had money. All my friends, I would go on holiday with my friends' family because they could afford to take me, whereas my family couldn't. Right. So it was like that. But ever since I was 16, like I got a job, I was a checkout girl at Waitrose, and I had no idea where my life was going to take me. I was like, all my friends are going to uni. I feel pressured to go to uni, but I have no money. I don't want to be in debt. I don't even know what I want to do at uni. And like the teachers in my school weren't very supportive with like, they always favoritised students in drama. Like if you were like, I was just too loud and too comedic, basically.
Right.
So every time I would do something that was funny, it was always shut down.
Okay.
And so then I then obviously created this, not insecurity, but I guess I shut that part of myself away because I was like, I'm not good enough. I should just go get a normal job, right? So anyway, worked at Waitrose. When I left school and everyone was going to university, I was like, I don't know what's going to happen, but what I do know is that I need a hustle and I need to make sure that I respectfully don't end up like my mum, because my mum raised me and my brothers. She was struggling. She struggled to eat to feed us,
Right.
I don't want to live that lifestyle. So I then ended up I then had 2 jobs and then it ended up into 3 jobs. Like I would have like a date, like in the daytime, then I'd go off to the clothing store and work there. And then at nighttime, I would like take my snakes, I have snakes. I would take my snakes around to nightclubs and people would take photos with them. Like it was a thing.
So you're a bit of an exhibitionist, so to speak.
Isn't that like a nudist?
Yeah, that is.
Is that the
That's
same
a,
thing?
I guess I kind of am now because I got OF,
I thought exhibitionist was somebody just liked to perform and.
I think
Do you mean
exhibitionist is-
extrovert?
Yeah.
Is that what that
That's
is?
what you mean, an extrovert.
Ain't that the same thing?
No,
that wasn't the word.
exhibitionist is when you love being nude.
Yeah. He does, by the way.
I think being nude is also really nice, but I think you mean extrovert.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So very, very extroverted. So then after that, I went into real estate, and I was like, I guess this is
Real estate.
yeah. So super random, right? So I ended up working for a real estate firm, was in a call center, and I was like, fuck this. Like I am like crazy. Like,
Suffocating.
I need to get out there. So I was like, let me get out and about into like different viewings and stuff. And then one of my friends went to Dubai for work experience. Came back and was like, Nicole, you need to move there. Like the real estate, you could do real estate over there. Then you could become a personal trainer because I wanted to become a fitness instructor. So from that moment in September in 2014, from the moment that I had that chat at Nando's,
Yeah.
I went, of course, cheeky Nando's, went home to my mum and I was like, I think I want to move to Dubai. And in my head, I was like, it'll be a 5-year plan from now because obviously I need to have funds to go to Dubai. Jumped on LinkedIn, connected with a few people, and then after that, after about 3 weeks, someone from a real estate firm in Dubai was like, do you want to move over? And I was like,
oh, wow.
fuck, like, yes, like, absolutely. Went through the interview process, and I got accepted, and I was just like, how is this happening? Like, how have I gone from, like, however I started to the now potentially moving over to Dubai? And long story short, they needed, like, because it's commission only, they needed me to have a certain amount of money. So I took a risk and I got a bank loan.
Right.
Yeah, and they were like, don't get a bank loan. But I was like, I can't ask my family for money. No one has money in my family. It's not a thing. So then I got a bank loan and I actually moved over 2 months after I had
So your
the
credit
idea.
was decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, still is. So decent credit. So anyway, so from September, I actually moved out on November 11th. And I had no idea where Dubai is on a map. I had no friends. I didn't know anything.
Wow.
I was just like, I'm going to go out here. I stayed with the person who worked at HR.
Right.
And then I was like, I'm just going to take this risk because worst case scenario, I go back home and I just live with my mum again.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's my worst case scenario.
No one
Best
wants
case
that.
scenario is obviously what's happened now.
Yeah.
So did real estate for about 6 months, but it was just too dog eat dog. It's very cowboy out there, very like it's commission based, and people will just mug you off, and it's like it just is anywhere in the world for real estate. Then I became a personal trainer, so I did my courses and did PT for 6 years, and then COVID hit.
What made you go into personal training?
I just loved fitness. Like I loved going to the gym. I would have personal trainers myself, and then constantly ask questions and be like, "Why this? Why that?" And he was like, "Why the fuck don't you take an exam and do it yourself?" You know, not in that way, but like. So and then obviously the helper in me was like, I want to help people get their goal body, and then that makes me feel good because I've helped someone, you know. So
wicked.
So then anyway, so did that for 6 years, and then 2020 came. Obviously went in lockdown, and my social media started growing. I was in a relationship at the time with someone who had a bigger following.
Right.
However, it was actually on an old account that got taken down.
Okay.
Yeah, so this new account that you have was actually just completely grown by myself. So, but I'm going to be honest, like I was in like a weird headspace around that time. Like I felt that I had changed a lot as a person, and I kind of lost who I was as a person in that situation.
Happens. That can happen.
Yeah, and not because of social media, but just like, also, I guess, trying to find my groove with social media. I was being someone who someone else wanted me to be, and you know, it just happens.
Yep.
But once I got out of that situation, I then was like, okay, so my Instagram's been taken down. What do I do from now? Like, I'll just start a new one, and then I thought maybe I'll go to LA and like go and collab with people. Do you have something to say?
Nah, I sense a bit of foul play there.
Talk to me.
With the IG being taken down. So
Okay.
It's the breakup and all that. Am I?
No.
Okay.
No. It was my account got taken down for so many like different reasons.
Okay,
no, yeah,
cool.
it wasn't anything to do with my
Okay,
breakup.
I was
No. So basically, I started a new account, and I was like, okay, so who is Nicole Drinkwater? Like, who have I always wanted to be? Like, I've grown up doing this, and I've been told that I should do it this way. And then I've been in situations where people want me to be like this. So I think that I'm only good enough if I do this. But then I just really stripped back and was like, I need to be myself.
Right.
Like, I need to just go on social media and be who I am.
Yeah.
And that's someone who's sarcastic, who loves, you know, I love dark humor. I love taking the piss. I love, you know, just you know, like not taking shit seriously. You know, there's so many sensitive people in the world. And I'm just like,
Tell me
I just want to put a bit of light on that for the people who are like I want to say like the 90s babies, really, for us not to be like, oh, thank God there's actually someone out there who's a fucking normal human being and doesn't get upset because I said he or she. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and so
we get it.
Yeah, so then it got to the point when my social media was slowly growing. I started collabing with people in LA, and I was like, this ain't it. Like, LA's not it. Like, it's people are fake. People just,
I hear that.
The friendships over there are so loose. You know, like I'm someone, if I meet you and I will make you my actual friend, like I want a connection with you. But over there it's like, oh my God, you're amazing. Like, let's hang out like every single day.
And it's not really
and then
like that.
and then as soon as someone else better comes along,
And
oh
you
my God, I'm
pull
so sorry.
down.
I can't come out. Like,
What
I'm
have you done
busy.
for me
I'm
lately?
busy. Like, fuck off then, you know? Like, like I can't, I don't like that. And
How long was you in LA for?
I was there for about a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, so I really gave it a good stint. I went there in 2021 to figure it all out, and then 2022 I moved all of my stuff out and of Dubai, and then I was like, okay, let me try it in 2022, and I just ended up like every time I go back, I don't like it. However, I've made some really good friends there who are like my really, really close friends, who are good. And then basically, because I've obviously been in the fitness community, and also I watch Instagram a lot, right? So I watch all these people on Instagram, and now obviously with the parody videos that I do, and I'm like, there are so many people on Instagram who are trying to pretend to be one way, but actually they just want to show themselves off. And I think we don't care.
Okay.
No one cares.
So based on that, what you're about to say, was there a light bulb? Was there a light bulb moment in that instant? Was you sitting there thinking, do you know what?
Nice. I like it.
Do you know what? I feel like this needs to be spoken about, or this needs to be exploited. Is that the right word? Yeah. Exploited. Because, we've had conversations on the podcast about said things. So, I tell you what. When we saw, I think one of your first videos that really hit, right? We were like this.
Oh, thanks, guys.
I was a little bit taken back by the aggressiveness of that particular one. Where, yeah, when you play, I was like, "Whoa, what's going on here, bro?"
Yeah.
But yeah,
No, I was all in. I was all in because I'm that type of person who feels like everything is sensitive, everything's
Everything's
PC,
censored these days,
everything is just like, oh my God, for fuck's sake, like let's just everybody just be lighthearted and cool, man. Everybody just chill out. It's not that
almost
deep.
like people have an apology ready before they send out the tweet or whatever it is they're gonna put out because they know, oh my gosh, it's
and that,
like,
exactly. And that particular episode, Nick, was we were talking about, I think it was a lady who went to the gym at the time and a guy was walking past. I'm just trying to recollect.
Wasn't he trying to help her?
He was trying to help
with
her.
her form.
With her form.
And she had the gym leggings on that was right up the back street. And she was like, trying to like go like, oh, look at this weirdo and he was like, oh, nah. And then I think he was also asking like how many sets he got left because he wanted to use this machine as well.
Yeah.
And she tried to spin it around on him like he was being a creep trying to speak to her. And it was like, the guy just...
Yeah, especially when it comes to the gym and like you see someone with bad form.
Yeah.
Like there are some circumstances when like, you know, if a man gropes a woman who's wearing a short skirt in the street, okay, you know what? That's actually pretty fucked up and that shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But like in a gym, like, how can I put it? Like,
I think there's a certain decorum about it. You got a certain etiquette.
There's always I've been to the gym often and little. And at points, it's always been a camaraderie. So it's always been random Donny goes, "Do you want to get spotted because I can see you?" Or a random person going, "Oh, have you ever tried that?" That's how I've come from. So it's like, and when I go to the gym, there's women.
But also at the same time, like that, you know, the way that they dress, and I obviously speak on that a lot. In there, like. You look good, right? You look great. Your body is absolutely phenomenal. So it's like, and then they play on like, oh, well, you know, I was like, the way that you dress shouldn't make you have the audacity to come up to me. And it's like, but they're not coming up to you because of the way that you're dressed. They're coming up to you because you need help with your form, you know? And then why do you think that it's the way that you're dressed? Is that because you think that you're dressed inappropriately?
Message.
Like, but, you know, like, again, I don't care and I don't judge. Like, I don't judge anyone. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
If you want to go on Instagram and say, hi, guys, listen, I want to show off my ass today, so I'm going to do it.
Say it.
Here's what I had for breakfast. And show your ass, you know, like, it's... No, everyone would appreciate that more because they'll just be like, oh, fuck, she's actually being honest. And you know what? She does look really good, you know? So, but it's obviously just ones that I play on, obviously, is just when it's so obvious. And a biggest thing is when I would speak to girls and I'd be like, would you ever do an OnlyFans? And they're like, oh my God, I would never do an OnlyFans. And I'm like, but you post what most people post on OF. Like, you could literally...
make money off it.
Make so much money. No, but I don't want to have an OnlyFans because I don't want to be an OnlyFans girl. What's wrong with being an OnlyFans girl? Like, as long as, you know...
go on. So, no, go ahead.
It doesn't like you're either gonna be an OnlyFans girl or the girl that gets her ass out all on Instagram. For free. So you may as well go and monetize it, invest your money in shit, and then one day you can just boycott OnlyFans, and then you've got your investments that you live off of.
I think the problem with OnlyFans is, and I don't think it's OnlyFans the platform that created this problem. I think it's some of the content creators that
because
created this problem.
there is obviously porn on there.
It's the stigma.
When lockdown hit, someone go, I knew about OnlyFans prior. All right, cool.
You told me about OnlyFans.
Right. But I think I kind of found out about it during lockdown.
I was like,
the Twitter floodgates opened up.
Right.
And it was back shot after back shot after back shot. I was like, what is this?
Tiger was on there doing his thing and...
Oh yes, I was thinking of Tiger Woods.
Tiger Wood was. Tiger's Wood was.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods was on there.
Yeah. His content will be called
He was great.
Yeah.
In the Woods with Tiger.
Yeah.
And it was just on there, and it's like, right, so, but the concept behind OnlyFans was, if you're a Beyonce and you're a Beyonce fan, Beyonce would say, for £5 a month, you can subscribe to my channel and you're gonna get exclusive content like me recording a new song, me at a red carpet, like the Beehive shit. Like she could that was Beehive shit, basically.
Yeah.
And then someone, God bless her cotton socks, decided, you know what? Yeah, what if I throw it back?
Yeah.
And then it just spiraled out of control.
And then everyone started doing it.
Right. But then the thing is now, there's with everything, there is something for everyone. There's some women who make a killing showing off their feet. Have you signed up to anything? That's your lane.
I have a foot fetish.
Oh, you have a foot fetish?
Yeah,
So
I
he
love
likes
feet.
pretty
Oh my
foot
God, have
feet.
you seen this?
Oh my God, don't get it started.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Right. What?
Please, Lord.
Please.
These are testing times.
Nick, there's a puppy in the house, please. So you know, bro, are you okay, bro? Use some water. Look,
Just
please.
give me a minute. Okay.
Give
me a minute. I'm alright. I'm gonna be okay.
There you go. Hold that, man. Take some of that.
Yeah, take over.
But there's I got you, bro. Don't worry about it. But so people are making money or they're monetizing in different ways.
Yeah.
The problem is, like with hip hop, the bullshit and the very loud stuff rises to the top,
Of course.
in place of everything else. There's women on there who are doing bikini photos only, but it's like, well, they can't put it up on Instagram because Instagram's got some weird kind of policy about what you can and cannot put up. So that can't go up there. But they put it up on OnlyFans, and some people are willing to pay for it.
And also, but then at the same time, they get that stigma of
this is it. You're all playing the same playground, so you all must be doing the same thing.
100%. That's what people think. That's what people think with me, and I'm like, it's not like that.
Right.
But if you want to think that, please keep thinking.
Leave
I don't care.
it. But my question based off of that is, because I've got a friend who has an OnlyFans account.
Yeah.
But she does the
she does
your exes stuff. Yeah.
What's that?
Got the soft stuff.
Okay, she goes in.
Oh, X-rated.
Okay, Malcolm X.
Times 3. Joking, we let that one slide. Is that actually all right? I'll timestamp. It's fine. Right. So in your case, I'm gonna try and keep the boat sailing because otherwise this guy gets cancelled. But in your case, with the popularity of your parody videos, has that had a good effect? Like, has it had a knock-on effect, like a domino effect on that platform? So people going, oh, I really like her content on this. Yeah. Oh, she's on there. Cool. As a fan from here, I'm going on to a fan over there.
It's been really, really great. Yeah. And as well with OF, a lot of people do come over. Obviously, a lot of people come over and they're show me your piece film, obviously, right? Yeah. But I also do get a lot of people on there who are just like, I just want to reach out and say hi because I can't reach you in your DMs. Yeah. Right. So you know what? I also want to see this other side of you, but I also just want to have a conversation. And I think that sometimes it's actually quite nice because people just know that I'm not going to be, you know, when I set those boundaries on there and I'm like, I don't do this, but if you ever want to ask me a question, I'm on every day at one point in the day just to reply to everyone. I will reply to you. Yeah. You know, so I also, give them that back. So, but no, since obviously this series has been going, it's always been very, very stable. Right. And that's honestly been my bread and butter. I invest in property now as well. So I that's actually what I've done with the money is I put it in stocks and investments and I have a financial advisor that does that for me. Amazing. And then I also own property and then get rental income. So I've used that shit, the OnlyFans money to do that.
But you don't hear about those stories enough. You see what I'm saying? No. You don't hear about those stories where it's someone's using what they're naturally given on OnlyFans to a certain degree, but what they're making, the income off of OnlyFans, they're then investing it back in themselves.
Because also it's not going to last forever. No. And there will be a point, especially when I get in a relationship, I think it's very difficult for guys to wrap their head around okay, my girl's got OnlyFans, I do get my boobs out, but some people might not be okay with that. And I want to get to a point where I do want to have kids and I do want to get married, so I do not want to do that anymore.
Of course.
At one point, or maybe I could keep it up but not be active, or have someone run my account. There's so many different ways of going about it, but I feel that just like if you're smart about it and if you like reinvest your money, like that's when you're actually going to make something of yourself.
Yeah.
OnlyFans is not going to last forever. And I notice girls, they'll go buy a new car, they'll buy handbags and holidays. And I'm like, you have to be so smart
Frivolous.
because that, right? And we've all been frivolous. I've definitely, when I started to come into money, because I've come from such a shit background, when like I put this up the other day on my story. It's like, if you give 5K to someone who's financially intelligent,
I saw that.
they will go and reinvest their money. But if you give it to someone, 5K to someone who's not financially intelligent, who's never had money, they'll say, oh, I'm going to go buy a new car and I'm going to go and buy this designer bag because I deserve it because I've never had money. And it's like, why don't you go and invest it? Spend those next 10 years of you keep reinvesting that money, and then you can go and buy that car that you wanted.
Seems
and
minor.
that money that you've invested pays for the car itself. It doesn't come out of your own money.
But Nick, that comes down to education as well.
Education, but I educated myself. Like when I was 25, I was reading so many books about money, and like I need to change my blueprint because right now I don't know how to keep money. Like, you know, like I don't know how to, I get it and then I spend it because I'm like, oh, okay, I can do this and I can do this because I was never taught that. And,
Same.
you know, no one gets taught it
We talked about that.
Yeah, like no one ever really gets taught it. But however, if you're born in a more wealthy environment, I mean, most of them have got trust fund babies and they end up on coke and whatever. So it just becomes a disaster. Right? It's true. So I just educated myself so much and I definitely have made mistakes on the way. I've definitely spent my money when I shouldn't have. But now I'm in a position where I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Having a financial advisor is probably one of the best investments you can do because they keep you in track. Like he will come to me and be like, what have you spent? You know, and and like
he makes you accountable.
He makes me accountable, and then he's like, I need you if you want to be serious about this next investment, I need you to have this amount for me by this month. Because if you don't, I'm not going to invest it. And this is like it's cool. You don't need to have the money. I don't want to be that person to say don't buy this and don't buy this, but if you want to live this life that you're dreaming of when you're 45, 50 and you don't want to ever do what you're doing now, you need to make these changes. And he 100%. Has been fucking incredible. Like,
is there any book off the top of your head that you would suggest to our listeners in regards to like something that's not too heavy, but it's a good starting point to get the ball rolling to want to
I think it's called The Secret Mind of a Millionaire. I can't remember the author of it, but this is the one that I read when I was 25. And this is what teaches you about a blueprint because everyone was born with it, right? So it's poor, working class, middle class, whatever, rich, and we all have that. So in our heads, from people who have grown up on benefits and not a lot of money, it's money can't buy on trees. And bless my mum. Like I remember once I saw her in her bedroom, she's got like a £5 note, and on it she wrote 5,000. In my head, that's 5 billion. You know, and it's like, think bigger. Like don't just think, oh, I'd love to just make 10 grand. You know, like I want to make 10 grand, but I then want to double it and turn that into 100 grand, then a million, and then and
it's a mindset.
So everything is mindset. So it helps change your mindset. And then it also helps you. It taught me how to put my money in different little avenues. So for example, when you get paid, you got to put that money towards rent. Like let's say you're budgeting, right? You've got to put that money towards rent, and then you've got to put other money towards food. And then all the other important things that you put the money into, and then you divide the rest up for like luxury stuff. And so I was doing that for about 2-3 years because I was like, okay, this is keeping me accountable of being responsible. Because otherwise, if I'm going to get paid and then spend all my money, I won't be able to pay my rent. So I have to just make sure
manage it.
You have to manage your money, and money management is also, you need to learn how to manage your money first. Like keep your money, manage it, and then invest it. And it does come in stages. You can't just get the money and invest it because you just have no idea what you're doing.
Plum's a good app for that. That's what I use. Plum. You should get it. Plum, like it keeps you aware of how much you got in your account. So you link it up to your main account that you get your salary in.
That's good.
And then it will tell you how much is in the account. But then you can set up a saver thing where it will pull out a certain amount that you want it to pull out like every week. So they want to pull out £50 without even thinking about it. It's going to do it for you every week.
That's really good.
It builds up. But the major key is you try not to. I've not figured out how to access that money, and I'm just purposely keeping it that way.
Because if you don't know, then like, and also once it's gone, you don't even have to think about it.
Exactly.
Like, I feel that also a lot of people hold on to the emotion of money, like emotional side of it. Like, oh, I've got $1,000 in savings. I shouldn't. I'll just keep it in there.
Yeah.
You know, like the people hold money in their bank accounts, but when it's in your bank account, it depreciates. So like,
It's education.
yeah, it's education. Like you need a buffer because if shit hits the fan, you're
Yeah,
going to
of
need to
course.
rely on it.
Yeah.
But if you're just going to keep however much that you don't need in your bank account,
Yeah.
you could put it into something else and it's just making money for
Yeah.
you. It's working for you. And that's how everyone wants to live.
Nicole, we
100%.
need to have a chat.
Okay.
We need to have a
100%.
chat about that. Okay. One more?
One more.
Okay. This question is something I thought of that we should ask all guests. What question would Nicole ask Nicole?
Good question.
Oh, that's a great question.
You've been doing your homework.
We're here a week.
That's really, really good. We're all week. What question
Yeah.
would Nicole ask?
Nicole. It's a real one.
It is a real one, and I'm such a context person. I keep saying that, like I love
Yeah, yeah,
context.
Go for it.
So, I want to say, okay, I'm just going to kind of spin off of like what I'm thinking because I
Yeah.
guess it's coming to me like my subconscious. I'm actually picturing myself like speaking to myself when I was like 15.
Okay.
Right.
Okay,
And
that's a good point. to
Yeah,
start from.
more
Yeah.
just like being 15. I actually lost my dad when I was 15, and like I'm cool about it, and like I actually make really dark jokes and stuff like that. But so I lost my dad when I was.
We
15.
won't, Nicole.
That's
It's fine.
Do you know what I mean? Just
You're safe over here.
Yeah.
We won't.
okay.
We're respectful.
So yeah. So I lost my dad when I was 15, and at that point, like that's when I grew up. I was
Right.
like, okay, so I've lost a parent. I need to grow up. And again, like I didn't know where my life was going to go. I was getting shut down by my fucking drama teachers and stuff. And I think it's just more like I wasn't happy, like truly happy. Like
Yeah.
at the time I was like, oh yeah, everything's great. Like, you know, okay, obviously yeah, my dad's died, but like I still got on with life and whatever. And I think now being 30, I'm really at the happiest point of my life. Like
It's good to know.
I have had so much therapy and I have a life coach and like I've set boundaries for myself. I'm now assertive. I know what I want. I know what I don't want. I know exactly how my life needs to live and like the people that I want in it. And I would probably, as a 15-year-old, like ask myself, like, are we finally happy?
Right.
You know, like, are we finally happy? And then and then obviously I can then speak about what we have been through.
Yeah.
Because if 15-year-old Nicole was like looking back, like was watching this on a TV screen, she'd be like, that's us.
Yeah.
Like that's us from like mum's house and like
Yeah.
where we came from. And now you're, you know, sitting doing a podcast with cool guys.
Hello.
And, like,
Come on.
Come on. You know, and then,
like to
you
meet
know,
those
and
guys.
your social media is growing and you're being who you aspired to be. Like,
Yeah, man.
I didn't know where this
That's a
life was
beautiful
going to
thing,
go.
yeah.
Like, I wanted to maybe go into acting or something, but then I was just like, I actually prefer playing my own character.
Right.
You know, this is my life and I'm just living in it.
Yeah.
You know, as Nicole. So I would probably, as a 15-year-old, ask my 30-year-old self, like, are we finally happy? Like, have we got that life that we wanted?
And what is the answer?
Love that.
Fuck yeah!
Love that. Love that. Love that. Before,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, before we move, just based on having a conversation with you, and I already knew you was like this.
Aww.
And obviously I've seen,
you.
since we become friends on IG, I've seen your personality and I've understood it a lot more
Yeah.
outside of what you do with the parody. But I feel like I'm a very similar person. If you ask Drizzy, if you ask Joe, I don't take anything seriously. I'm not serious. I have to be because I'm a husband, I'm a father, and the
There's
bills
times
have
when
to
you
be
gotta rein
paid
it
and
in.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. Outside of that, I just want to take
Trust
the
me,
piss.
I know.
Yeah.
The sounds are cool. Bruv, the other day I called this guy. I'm like, bruv, there's mad echoing going on. What's going on? Oh, I'm just on the toilet taking a shit. I just hanged up the
Put
phone.
the phone down on me.
I hanged up.
Yeah. That's the best time to
I'm
talk
in
to
the
people.
bar.
100%. I do it all the time, every morning.
Yeah. That's it. That's the way to be. But listen, hang out. We're gonna have some more fun.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Love your story.
Oh, thank you so much.
Fast Food Podcast.
It's time.
It's time.
It's fucking time.
It's time.
What's this?
Okay.
Do you want to introduce?
Wait, so what? Are we getting ready for something?
So,
Yes.
guys, if you remember,
You're going to love this.
4 or 5 episodes ago,
Yes.
we did a segment, and it was entitled "Black People Shit versus White People Shit." This is part 2
Yes.
because we had to do it
Again. We had to run it back.
We had to run it back.
Because the TikTok comments were going
Oh my
mental.
goodness.
It popped off.
Instagram was going mental.
So just feel free to interject if you feel like
I can add something
I
to
can
that.
add something to that.
Okay.
And if you don't,
Fine. But
Cool.
it's gotta,
Fire away, guys.
You're going to have a fun time. However, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the they, the hims, the theirs, those who identify with a plant, those who identify with a moon. This is all jokes.
It's such a shame that we have to say that.
yeah, the disclaimer.
Exactly.
You got to put the disclaimer out.
Disclaimer.
We're gonna take. We're gonna.
Everything should be taken lightly with a pinch of
Yeah,
salt.
because we're gonna refer to the pepper and the salt in this conversation. Okay.
All right.
Nice.
So are we going to
Nice
do what?
analogy. I like that.
Are we going to do what we did the last time? You do the white people, I do the black.
I got down that hill again, didn't I?
Okay, cool.
Good. So
Right.
what are you starting with?
Black.
Okay, good. I can't relate to this one.
Running late.
I can't relate.
Running late.
I can't relate. But that is black people shit. Unfortunately, sorry. But
Press the bell. First names like
oh, shit.
Diamond, Hennessy, Tay-Tay,
Cardi.
Alexis,
No, not Apple.
that's
what's Rihanna's one now? Riot.
Riot.
That song's called Riot. What we did?
Why are we
Riot?
why we name after liquor? What's going
Like,
on?
I predict a riot.
Yeah,
I predict a riot.
Can you imagine the conversation the morning after when she's talking to her girlfriends like, oh, so what happened you and your man last
They
night?
got all
"Oh,
that R thing.
Riot ran through me last night. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
What? Wait, what? What are we doing? All right, let's go.
Sweating at the counter, praying that your credit card doesn't get declined.
That's a universal
Like,
thing.
I think that's universal. That's
a
100% universal.
thing. That's a universal thing.
Okay, cool. Sweating at the petrol station when you see the feds there chilling.
Jesus Christ. Can you know what's mad, yeah?
Talk to me.
I've had that experience
Yeah.
and I know I haven't done anything.
I've had that experience and I have got no record.
Bruv.
I still
All
get
All I
paranoid.
got is a Twix in my hand and like a bottle of water, and I'm like, oh shit, they're there.
I will
why am I like this?
I work for TFL and I've got a government job. You have to be checked. You've
Yeah.
got all of that, and I'm still
to this day.
to this day. Press the bell. We love fried chicken.
Shit, hamburger.
Black people shit. We love barbecues.
God, the sticky icky. Ooh, wait.
Black people shit. Not being able to swim.
Why?
I can swim,
That's a thing?
but it's a stereotype.
Darkness
Really?
we meet again.
Joe, can you swim?
I can swim because I'm afraid of water.
He swims because he has to. Okay.
But majority of
Can
us
you
can't
swim?
I haven't swum in a very long time. No, but when I
That
was
wasn't
living,
a- that was
no, but when
not-
I was living in Dominica,
Yeah.
I could swim. Before I left here to go live in the Caribbean, I used to go swimming classes.
Okay.
At school.
Yeah. I
Just
went
round the
swimming.
corner from my-
Yeah.
And then obviously now I got beaches and all that. I could swim.
I could swim on my back.
But as right now,
I'm a back
I
swimmer.
need a little warm up.
Yeah.
You're a butterfly.
Yeah.
Butterfly. No, butterfly is the
Yeah.
front, I think.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But
You're right.
but you lay on your back, you paddle your legs.
Paddle your legs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. This one, but backwards.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we can still hold a note. Yeah. Let's go.
No dad or father figure around.
Jesus, Lord,
Wow.
that went dark real quick.
Are you sure that's how black people think?
Jesus, bro.
It's a stereotype.
It's a stereotype.
It's a stereotype.
But nowadays, it's a universal thing.
Yeah.
It was a stereotype.
I'm
back in
sure.
the 80s,
I'm sure
70s.
statistics will somewhere show that there's less white dads around than blacks. Statistically,
Potentially, yeah. But you know, the narrative that society was painting for a very long time
Yeah.
until people like you broke the mold.
Come
you know what I'm
on.
saying?
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah. So all right, cool.
Love that.
We move.
If you had dreads, you smoke weed.
That's false. Well, I can only speak for myself. That's false. But majority of my fellow locks, brethren, probably do have the organic after.
I think most white people who have dreads smoke
Oh
weed.
yeah, that's yo, yo.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, I'm gonna leave it for my white people shit.
Yeah. I was in
Because I saw something
Germany.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
They smoke it differently.
Black people have an extensive portfolio of wood. We have big cocks.
I mean,
Listen, I'm not gonna make that. I'm not going to complain about that stereotype one bit. And
That's one thing.
I can only speak for me.
I can
only speak for me.
I just feel
I was blessed.
as part of the lineage far down the line of my ancestors who were the first ones to roam around with the long dinglings.
Yeah.
I feel like it's only right due to the treatment they went through. I have to stand at the forefront and hold it respectfully and be proud of it.
Literally.
You know?
Hold it and be proud of it.
Yeah.
I respect it.
And make sure you groom it as well. Shout out to Manscaped.
I manscape.
Honestly, guys who don't manscape.
Yeah. I like shaving my willy.
No, the hair. You know
You shave? No, I shave my willy.
Dude,
You're the shaft?
Oh my gosh, you're doing it wrong. You meant to, bruv. It's like a.
I get the razor blade and.
Oh my gosh! No. We're not doing that. Come on, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. It's 2023. Manscaped is your friend. Razor.
Yeah. I find it quite therapeutic. I really do. What do you do? What do you do, Joe? Don't look at me like that. Do you manscape or are you just like a?
I don't plug people that don't pay me.
You're right.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah,
We'll bleep
that's
their
true.
name out.
Yeah.
MS. You got to be on the MS train.
Yeah,
fella.
you have to be.
Come on, because the ladies appreciate a well-groomed dog.
I prefer there's a black-owned version that I prefer to use.
Oh, for real?
But do you find like your willy looks bigger when you got no hair around it?
Next question.
Signing someone's birthday card in the car outside just before going into a party.
That's
dread.
universal.
Yeah. Is that you? Is that what you do?
Fuck yeah, man. I'm so
Saying I hate writing birthday cards.
It's bollocks.
What am I saying? Happy birthday.
Do
You're going to
people
post them in,
still
probably.
write birthday cards?
Yeah. People still.
I mean, you could do the electric one.
Oh, is that? Oh, sorry, Mister. You know what I mean, Mr. Fancy.
Hey, listen, everything's a simulation. You want to go?
Hey, don't let the guy that uses a razor
Press the bell.
put you under. You know what I mean?
When we taste something that's really good, look at the ingredients.
What's in this?
I think that's universal.
Universal? Yeah? All right, cool.
Cool.
All right, cool. Universal.
Okay, we move. White people shit.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Let's go.
They don't season their food.
No, we did that. We done.
That's so.
You've done?
Part one. That's part one.
Oh, that's part one?
Yeah, part two. We done that on another
yeah.
episode. This is part two.
I'm gonna add one in real quick.
Go for it.
now. Wearing dirty, dusty sneakers. If you don't want to replace the sneakers, that's totally fine. But at least wipe them down.
Yeah, that's true.
These Air Force Ones be
You
looking
lot
like
will cane
Air
the
Force
trainers. You
minus
lot will
ones.
cane
It's
the
like,
trainers.
God.
Who?
Cane trainers is just like, you just wear the shit out of it.
Yeah, like, just wash them.
Just wash them. You know what I'm saying?
wash
Or wipe them down or something.
Yeah.
The way you make your potato salad. Like, this is an epidemic. It needs to stop. This was pre-COVID and it's post-COVID. We need... Look, I like raisins.
Yeah.
I just don't like them in potato salad.
What?
Yeah, raisins and potato salad.
Who's doing that?
Some of your people. And I'm not going to say all, because I know not all of you do.
Yeah.
But some...
Yeah.
Some of them, they try to get a little bit too fancy and creative. Like, oh, this is good, but let me just throw a little... No, stop,
Press the bell. Surnames.
Oh, shit. All right. Okay. All jokes aside, children don't ask to be born.
Yeah.
It's something that happens when two people come together. They
Facts.
mate, they chase each other,
Facts.
lick each other out. Things happen.
Lick each other out?
Yeah. Start just to warm up, foreplay.
Okay.
Yeah. Not
Right.
create. You don't create the chart like that. but
Yeah,
that's-
Licking
yeah.
each
That's
other
like
out, though,
Yeah,
so...
That's how it starts.
Warming up.
Warming up, foreplay.
But each other? Girls licking ass?
I mean, shout to our sponsor. Who's our sponsor again? Is it black.com? Or is it blackraw.com?
But I hear it though.
Yeah, but we understand.
It changed my life.
But you
Changed my life.
I can see clearly now.
The rain is gone. Okay, let's move.
But you lot need to stop naming your children surnames like Higginbottom,
Yeah.
or Boner,
Yeah,
or
Boner.
Seymour Butts,
Yeah,
or Samantha Cock, or things like that.
Cummings.
like Jamie Cummings.
Meet
like,
the Fannies.
Yeah, what we did?
What kind of shit is that?
Tyler Fanny. What we did?
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
respectfully.
That's white people shit. Yeah. See, I told you. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, cool. You know what? We're gonna save free for the last one.
Go for it.
Just remind me to jump back to free.
Yeah.
All right, paying your bills on time. I respect that though, but I think that's a universal thing now.
Paying your bills. You lot pay your bills on time.
If anything, they probably pay in advance.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm last minute. I'll wait until
23:59.
It's only
today. Yeah.
It's only since I got with my missus, who's white, did I just start. Everything's.
Also, I think women are naturally better at like organizing with bills and stuff like that. Yeah.
Facts.
All right. Look, when these garments were made, they were made for a specific season. But some of you lot out there, and I'm talking to you, you lot wear these things all year round.
Yeah.
Shorts are for summertime.
Yeah.
Or if you're in your house.
Yeah.
When it's raining outside, please cover up your legs.
Or it's winter.
When it's winter and it's snow, I don't want to see you doing a starfish in the snow with your shorts on.
That's white people shit.
Please.
100%. Go for it.
Should 6 and 3 be put together? Like one after the other, or should I just run to do 6 now?
6.
All right. Okay. Let me put this politely. A lot of you motherfuckers can't dance.
No rhythm. At all.
Now, there's a lot of things that has been taken from us, but rhythm, for some reason, it stayed with us. Some of you motherfuckers can't dance.
Yeah. White people shit.
Yeah, you got your 1-2 little moves, and it's cute, but some of you
Cute.
motherfuckers can't dance. Yeah, it's cute. It's like...
Can you dance? Do you have a... Are you John Travolta of your family?
Yeah, little...
I think that I am a bit of a John Travolta of my family.
Okay, cool.
She was Michael Jackson, now John Travolta.
I am, yeah.
Love that.
I've got rhythm.
Yeah.
I can move my bum cheeks.
Amen.
Well, that's... Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Okay. You have to respect people's property.
100%.
And when you walk into my house,
take your shoes off.
you got to take your shoes off.
Wait, people don't take their shoes. I took my shoes off.
Listen,
Because you're a part of the minority. Imagine that. Imagine that.
Listen, my brethren Ben, I know, came to my house, walked into my house. This is when I was young. Walked into my bedroom and was jumping on the bed with his shoes on.
No.
My
Get the fuck
mum
off.
nearly hit the roof. My
Like
mum
shoes,
had
shoes on a sofa or a bed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Get off.
Yeah.
Did he greet your mum first?
I don't know, man. He just ran in. He was just yeah.
Man thought it was Big Ben, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like shoes off. As soon as you get to the door, especially at my house, shoes off.
Please.
Yeah.
Bro,
I'll give you a pair of slippers. I've got loads.
Bro, in my bag, I've got a pair of slippers just to cash. And also, and some women think I use this as a tactic to get them naked. But I just don't want you to be in your public clothes.
Have you ever someone's like not got socks on and you just let them keep their shoes on because their feet are mad?
Oh mate, I've seen it. Oh mate.
When someone takes their shoes off without socks on.
Autobots.
That's disgusting.
Like that, No, but it's not a tactic to get you naked. It's just that if you've been traveling all day or whatever, like on a tube or whatever, and then you come and sit on my bed in them same clothes.
No, outdoor clothes off.
Yeah, see?
Indoor clothes on.
Thank you. It's not a tactic, ladies. It's just hygiene.
Yeah, remember, people, these are stereotypes, okay? Just stereotypes. Let's go.
Okay. There is a... funny thing is, there's actually a porn section category for this. But when it comes to animals, they're animals. Don't let them kiss you all up on their face.
You treat animals like humans.
Calling them names. I've seen some of you lot on Instagram cook meals so good. I'm like, damn, I feel malnourished because I'm not eating good like that.
Yeah.
So
dogs in beds.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Cats in beds.
Yeah, cats.
There's only one type of should be in your bed, and that should be a human.
Yeah.
Meat is murder.
Yeah. Vegans and all that.
Vegans.
Yeah.
Oh, you
white
should just
people,
put vegans, man.
white
Put
people
more
just love to
sauce
do
on
that.
that, bro.
Oh, meat is murder. Stop killing the animals.
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Let's go.
When you're having a shower, like you're meant to have a wash rag for your face only. Mm-hmm. Then you have one of those I got one of them
exfoliating
things you put on to lather yourself up, make yourself feel great.
Yeah.
With cold water. Obviously.
Americans call it loofahs.
Loofahs.
Yeah. Loofahs.
Yeah.
What, you want loofah all over here?
Loofahs.
Okay. But you can't use the same wash rag for your face that you use for under your arm, that you use for your chest, that you're going to use for your feet, for your legs, for your ass, and your...
Who does that?
They're right there.
They even wash their legs.
Message.
Press the bell.
Is it Taylor Swift that doesn't do that? Who was it that doesn't do that?
Taylor Swift.
One time. Someone was like...
the chick from Game of Thrones.
Oh, no. Doesn't. Press the bell.
But they fuck each other, so it's no surprise there.
Okay.
All right, love a casserole.
White people shit. Love a casserole.
You lot go barefoot everywhere.
What?
Everywhere.
Yeah, that's white people shit.
Everywhere.
Barefoot?
I wanna be one
Like
with
just
Earth.
in the garden to the
No.
shop. I've seen white people in the shops just with no shoes on.
By the way, that's a big thing in like Byron Bay in Australia. Everyone is barefoot.
Good eye, mate.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Supermarket.
Yeah.
You go into Robert Dias, they're barefoot. Like it's barefoot everywhere. The soles of their feet are so dirty. It's disgusting.
You lot are kind of... It feels like there's a school that majority you lot go to that manifests, cultivates, and grows you lot into be... Some will say nosy neighbors.
Yeah.
I like to call you lot snitches. You lot need to drink your water, mind your fucking business. If you hear someone in my house having a whale of a good time, it's exactly that.
Do you know, is your white neighbours, they kind of use that as an introduction to talk to you.
Yeah.
They come up to you, go, if you know number 9?
Yeah.
Number 9, they don't like putting out their bins on Friday nights.
No names will be mentioned. But I was showing someone a good time,
Okay.
but the walls were thin.
Right.
So they told me that their neighbor told them she was having a good time last night. What?
Oh my gosh.
Respect me, please.
No,
I am
it's
him.
neighbours.
All right, cool. We're going back to the
Let's do this one. Last one.
All right. Okay, look. You lot have had a lot of things, past, present, and possibly future. We don't have much. We don't claim to have much. But there's little things that we'd like to hold on to. We're fast. We like our chicken. We've got rhythm. Things like that. I know you lot like hip hop. And, you know, there's particular words that be flying around in verses and stuff like that. But there's one particular word that you just need to stay away from.
Yeah.
Begins with an N.
Yeah. And ends with an A.
And ends with an A.
Yeah. Got 2 G's in the middle.
2 G's.
You can't say that
like
word.
The password, like the postcode for Qube.
You're not allowed to say that word.
You can't say that word.
We know you... hold on, wait. We know you say it.
In your own personal space. We know.
We know you say it.
We know.
But you can't say it. Okay? And don't ask me why you can't say it.
Right. And it's just one word. And if you respect us, then... And we say you can't say that word. Just accept it.
I'll give you a joke. It's a real life thing. My wife's friend, back in the day when I met my wife, was driving in a car.
He or she?
Woman. My wife's friend. Yeah. My wife doesn't have any men friends. We're in the car, we're sitting there, and she goes, why do you lot have BET? I said, because you lot got everything else.
MTV.
You got all the rest of the
Box.
channels. Can we not have one channel?
What the hits.
Yeah. Chill out.
Chill.
Yeah. Part 2, white people, black people shit. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Fast Food
good.
Podcast.
The Fast Food Podcast.
Okay, this week's Why Don't You Just Shut Up? A woman called Rhonda Osmond, who claimed that a man took a brick to her jaw side because she wouldn't give up her number has been exposed recently as a scammer. Some of you online morons who were quick to reach out to these viral moments didn't do your due diligence and your research, and this proves that nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining. It's now come out that she has deliberately set up these scenarios with men to take it to GoFundMe for Crying Wolf. This shit is disgusting, and this makes me even more
disappointed.
Yeah, especially when black women are involved in it. A lot of women came out in solidarity towards this woman, and I knew straight away, face value wise, I'm gonna wait for this story to.
As you should. You got to hear. There's three sides to the story. Theirs, yours, and the truth.
They were like, men don't protect women, men don't protect us, this and that, it's karma, blah, 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 blah. This week's Why Don't You Shut Up, Just Shut Up goes to you and the people who was defending this woman. And we move. Let's talk about some news before we sign out. I believe you didn't watch Top Boy.
I didn't. I've seen definitely the first season.
Yeah.
I think I've seen the second, but it was so long ago.
Right.
That I just need a refresher. So I think I actually want to watch it all again so then I can watch that because I really enjoyed it.
So without giving the spoilers, it was rushed.
Oh, really?
I feel like it was rushed.
Right.
I did enjoy it. I just felt
Isn't
like...
there only 6 episodes?
Yeah. You know, like Game of Thrones? You know the last season of Game of Thrones where everything was just...
I've never seen Game of Thrones. I never got in...
I was going to say that's white people shit, that's universal. Cause I know some people haven't, so I'll give it
Okay, what is your type of TV series? What do you like to watch? You've seen Breaking Bad?
Love Breaking Bad.
Wicked. That's your back. You redeemed yourself.
All right, thank you.
Jesus Christ.
No, I just couldn't ever get into it.
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it.
What happened with Game of Thrones is similar to what happened with Top Boy, where it was just all rushed, the writing, everything else.
okay.
They just crammed everything into 6 episodes, and I just feel like they could have done more.
Right.
I believe... I actually don't know the reason behind that, and do you?
I just had another hypothesis.
Talk to me.
You know, Sully's name in the show is Gerard Sully.
Right.
So that lets you know who the writer is. Clearly,
Right.
no black writer's going to call a Donnie in the hood
Gerard. Yeah.
But also, I want to know if these two are related. James Sullivan is also known as Sully from Monsters, Inc. Do you think they're related?
Oh, shit. That's a good question. I don't know.
They're both called Sully and both their surnames are Sullivan. So I don't know if Sully is related to Sully from Monsters, Inc.
Did you enjoy it?
I was underwhelmed because
wow.
we are highly invested in it from... Basically, what happened was it was like a 4-part series.
Mouth on the mic.
Series. So, whoa.
Pause.
No, we shall not. I will move closer to the
apparatus.
That collects my voice. And it got cancelled after 2 seasons. So
it was called like Summer House or something.
Right. Well, it was called Top Boy, but they called it Summer House to differentiate when it got put onto Netflix. When Netflix was like, oh, we'll pick this up and keep running with it.
Yeah, when Drake got hold of it.
They used Summer House to differentiate the 2 versions. It's the same thing, but they just like, well, it's not our shit. It's like the little brother. Oh, he's my brother, but he's so annoying. Go over there. It was like that. It's part of the family, but the drunk uncle, I guess. It's part of the family, but he's drunk now and he's annoying.
Right.
But then when they picked it up again, I think they was giving us like 10 episodes a season.
Yeah, about
and
that.
it just felt way more fleshed out. And I see this constant narrative online where it's like, oh, they shouldn't have killed Jamie. Jamie had to die because Jamie was doing some snaky shit that was going to mess up the main characters, right?
Okay, you haven't seen it
yet, so it's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah.
The Donnie who should not have been killed, who was the MVP of that season, was Curtis.
Yeah.
They should not have killed Curtis. Curtis should have survived for this season. He should have flew back up Liverpool without his child, Lawrence got his child
He
in
was a
London.
good. He was good.
Bruv,
he was
they
good.
brought in his Irish Donnies for
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
How did they got done out in a care home?
Yeah, it's
First of
crazy.
all, that scene had me on edge.
Yeah.
They had a shootout in a care home.
Yeah, it's mad.
There's
Yeah, it's
not
crazy.
old. There was
It's crazy.
elderly statesmen in
Yeah,
there
it's crazy.
having
It's
birthday
crazy.
cake and stuff. Bullets are flying past these
Yeah.
elderly
Choo, choo, choo.
people.
What the hell?
Some people started hearing again because these bullets.
It was
rushed and underwritten.
rushed, but it's
Undercooked.
still worth the watch because
no, yeah, I'll still
you
watch
have
it.
to.
I'll still-
it's like you have to see it.
You got to finish it.
Yeah, you got. You know what I mean? The brother of Jamie, Aaron, he didn't return to the show because
He's shook. Oh.
he said that the writers didn't really develop his character.
Oh, wow.
Now, part of me in my head was like, bro, you should have just done that. You should have just done
Standard.
it. It's an opportunity
Pop
to be
culture.
on a show.
You're not
And
gonna
I
get
want
that again.
and I want to speak to Ashley Walters. Shout out to Ashley Walters, friend
Big
of the
him
show, about his role and if how he feels about it, because I know I'll get an honest answer. Because if you get
He
off,
thinks that it was rushed.
or if he thinks that Aaron, one of the brothers, should have returned to
Right.
the last season.
But there was a very, very well acted scene where someone got shot and there was a conversation that happened
Yeah,
right at the end
Yeah.
between 2 people.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
that hit different.
That hit
Especially when
different.
someone said, I thought we were brothers, man.
Yeah.
And the person replied, only when it suited you.
100%.
Oh, wow.
And if you think about the 2 characters, it hits different because you're like, this guy lives by a code, whereas
Yeah.
this guy was all about the money
Himself.
But we won't say.
I think we're gonna do a review on our IG when we're when we go live.
Yeah.
So we'll do a proper review of that. If you haven't checked it out, Ashley Walters has an interview with Steve on the Diary of a CEO. Check it out. It just
Very
talks-
good. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Very good.
Very good.
Couple things
Talks
I can
about his
relate to.
life,
Yep.
losing his dad,
Not having that relationship with his dad,
having his
early
relationship.
on, not knowing his way in the world and
Yeah.
gravitating to anyone that kind of felt like they were a father figure, even if it was people that wasn't really good for him to be
Oh, I
around
can
that
relate
age.
with that as well.
Right?
Like
We
in
all
more in
can.
relationship wise, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
So it's
relate to
really good, very open,
Worth a
honest.
watch, YouTube.
And
Nice.
Yeah.
worth a watch.
Shout out to him.
Jeezy and
Jenny.
Jenny are filed for divorce.
Trap or Die 5 on the wet now, joking. Nah, it's
Who's
sad,
that?
you know.
Young Jeezy's a
Jenny
rapper.
May.
that. Okay.
He recently got married like a year ago.
I think it's like 2.
Is it 2?
Yeah.
Where is she from?
Somewhere from the Asian community.
Right.
Like she might be Asian American. So she
Right.
might have that
She used to
dual
be a host on The View. Have you seen
Yeah.
The View? Have you heard of The View?
big talk show out
Big
there.
talk show out there.
She's actually pretty.
She's beautiful. And,
Yeah.
and I'm an advocate for interracial relationships. So I was quite upset about it.
Oh, sorry, why? Oh, what, they broke up?
Yeah,
I thought you meant them
because they have
okay.
they have a young baby now as well.
Wow,
and
yes,
We
that
were
makes it
rooting
difficult.
for them.
I was rooting for them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, there's conversations about that going on as to
who
why.
knows?
Yeah,
They might come back around.
I'm hoping so.
Cooler heads might
which
prevail.
leads to the question briefly: does the heart grow fonder with absence?
If you're traveling away from your partner, like if you're on holiday, you're going to travel, yeah, you miss them. But then if that person's constantly disrespected you and you walk away from them because you don't want to be with them anymore, no.
I like that answer. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave this part to you to cover because this is your Donny. You've been rooting for him for a long time.
Yep.
And there's been mixed information out there online with regards to it. And now it looks like it's coming to a crescendo. So I'm going to leave this part to you.
Yeah, so the person we're talking about is, your question is Jonathan Majors.
Do you know who Jonathan Majors is?
I don't know who that is.
Actor, you seen Creed 3?
Yes.
Yeah,
The
of course you
antagonist
have.
in Creed?
because-
I'm only concerned about Michael B. Jordan,
Yeah,
I'm
when
going
the
to be
guy was
honest.
pumping him in his face. You probably didn't like that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I did.
He's hurting my mans.
That guy. He's been in a whole bunch of films. He was in a great little show called Lovecraft Country, which was only 1 season, but it was about like the Jim Crow era, but with magic thrown in there and stuff. So it's really cool concept. Anyway, his star was on the up and up and up. He's the new big baddie in the MCU. Everything was going well for him, and then just like that. I mean, Nicole, it's not even, I'm not even joking. You could go online, and at a time there was like women who was just like, he could take me and do what the hell he wants with me.
Yeah.
He could have all my babies. He could do like women were just like
Throwing themselves out.
when he was in that Creed mode.
Yeah.
They were woo.
And he's a good actor. He's a really good actor.
He's a really good actor.
He's a really good actor.
But just like that,
He's good. He's not. He's
nah,
not
he's good.
really
Don't do
good,
that.
man.
How many
No?
films have you seen though?
Don't do that, man.
How many films have you seen?
This is the problem with people, fam. It's like people make like Top Boy is not the epitome of acting. Most of them were new people.
No,
in
no,
the
Facts.
show.
But that's what.
So like
this. No, he was
Facts.
good in that Aviator movie. When he was playing a real life character, he killed that. He was good as what's his name?
He was good in
Creed-
Ant-Man.
Creed.
No, he was terrible in Ant-Man. He was
No, he was the
terrible
best
in Creed.
part
Who
Ant-Man.
is this guy? Can
He
I
was
Google
terrible
him?
in
What's
Creed.
his
Yes.
name?
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan
He was
Majors.
terrible in Creed 3 and he was terrible in Ant-Man. Let's not do this.
Hey,
Bro, he's talking about your boy.
we need a new cameraman.
Jonathan Major.
Yeah,
Jonathan Majors.
Majors.
Yeah.
Plural.
Right. Anyway.
Yeah.
We'll deal with.
We need to stop doing this.
We need to
stop doing this. Because we've all watched Denzel Washington in Training Day. Let's not.
Yeah,
let's
I
not.
know.
Yeah, but I didn't say it's Denzel. I didn't say
no, because like
I
he's
remember
Denzel
him in
level.
Creed.
You remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't like
unfortunately.
us as punching up.
No, I'm sure that he's a very nice guy in person, but he can go fuck himself in that video. In that movie,
Okay,
sorry.
let me not.
No, I'm just
because
kidding.
Me and Joe be here all night. Yeah. Right. Okay. But
stop it.
But-
You need help.
But anyway,
Let's talk about the situation.
It all went
Left.
downhill
Yep.
in the snap of a finger. Shout out to Thanos.
Because?
Where, his
Thanos.
partner,
Ex-partner.
ex-partner, claimed that he physically abused her
Yeah.
and broke a finger or something like that.
Lacerated her ear, broke a
Right.
finger.
And it was night and day to see the shift from this guy is God's gift to women to then this guy's the scum of the earth. He lost sponsorship deals.
Yeah.
He lost advert deals.
Yeah.
His talent, his management company dropped him at the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
Shame.
Everybody was dropping him except there's only one company that has yet to drop him, which is Walt Disney. Funny enough.
Well, that's
So
interesting.
it makes you think what's going on behind the scenes that they're privy to that makes them go,
Yeah.
But he was claiming his innocence from the jump.
Right.
His attorney came out and said he's innocent and we've got proof to prove it. Yada, yada, yada.
Is there proof from her end?
Right.
Right. So
That's what we're leading
at the
to.
time this thing happened, the news broke, he was arrested because the law is in America, if a woman calls up and says anything about a man, they have to go around and arrest him just like that. No questions asked.
Yeah.
So she said, she's taken to the hospital, this, that, and the third. She's taken into custody, yada, yada, yada. And then she's like, but I hope nothing doesn't happen to him, yada, yada, yada. Cool. So he's been tainted as this abuser. His attorneys always said, my client is innocent. And we will prove it, and there's proof. They're talking about the driver can prove it. They're talking about this video footage that can prove it. They've always talked about this video footage that can prove he's innocent. Kind of went quiet for a bit. Then a court date has been confirmed. Then it went pushed back because, surprise, surprise, the
Cilla Black.
accuser has now fled the country.
Yeah.
Because she's from here.
Okay.
She's a Londoner.
Okay.
She's fled the country.
Yeah.
So the date got pushed back. Now we've got a new date. Now we've got new footage where it's showing her. There was footage of her in a club.
Yep.
Straight after she was meant to be abused.
Dancing,
Having a good time.
having a bubble. Now, if you've got a broken finger, that hand
You might
is
want to chill.
So
Yeah.
you can see that her fingers are all intact.
all intact. She was dancing with that hand. There's footage of her outside
You
of.
sound like a hands up partner.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
dancing partner. Like me and my hands.
There's footage of her outside of the club
Yeah.
on the phone. Jonathan Majors walks across.
No, that's not at the club. I think they came out from their apartment.
Okay.
And now the thing is, she left her phone in the car and he must have got out. So they come down. She's with a group of friends.
Yeah.
They're having a very calm conversation to the point where you're like, well, if something like that's just happened, you'd be a little bit more hysterical.
She
in regards
ties her
to,
hair back.
Yeah. So all this is showing and you're like, well, you don't
No air
or
laceration.
anything. So we say all that to say this. Sometimes you have to wait for
Yeah.
the full story.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it's not cool to just jump ship just like that when you don't have all the footage and it go evidence and it goes back to the whole brick story.
Yeah.
We don't know the full story. You lot just went by, and I understand it, and by no way, shape, or form, by what I'm saying, am I saying that we condone violence to women, because we don't.
Yep.
But what we are saying is, we just felt like it was just a little bit too convenient.
Yeah.
Someone stars up on the rise, and then all of a sudden something like this happens, and then everyone just jumps ship. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy. We spoke about this.
Well, I just think that there are three sides to every story.
Yeah.
Like his side, her side, and then the truth.
And the truth.
And the truth is becoming
And I
out.
think that like people need to not get so involved in other people's lives
Facts.
because it's all to do with, you know, if he did do it, like and she's right, then his
Everything, all the badness, he deserves it.
yeah, exactly.
Facts,
And then you know, and if she is lying, then obviously she needs to have her punishment. But it's just like having it so public and out there does nothing to turn someone against someone else.
yeah,
It actually should just be between those people.
Yep.
Like, and obviously because they're obviously in the limelight, it might be a bit difficult to
Yeah,
keep
of
it
course,
under wraps.
of
But at the
course.
same
Yep.
time, people just need to stay out of other people's business.
part.
Segue
That part.
queen.
That part.
Segue queen.
That
What?
part.
What's that?
Because another person in that situation is under fire, Russell Brand.
Yeah.
That whole situation now is not looking good. And
it's
please say it ain't so, because I really like Russell Brand. I think his sense of humor is through the roof. Even when I'm watching the Dispatches program, I'm like,
Oh yeah, I watched that yesterday. But the thing is he's just, and this is what's crazy is that like he's a very sexual person and he makes a lot of dark jokes.
Yeah.
But then I was saying this to my friend yesterday. I was like, I also make really dark jokes, and
Me
like
too.
if people want to, they can put footage together that makes me look like a dick.
Yes.
And like I'm not, and I
Yeah.
hold no judgment. And like, you know what? Maybe Russell Brand was sometimes a little bit more aggressive with people. Maybe it did happen,
Yeah.
but like, let's just let him and his victims
Play it.
or
Let's just
whoever
let this
do
play
it,
out.
deal with it. Like,
Yes.
rather than having like a pro Russell Brand or pro not. Like, why do we care in a way? Like deal with it between yourselves. Like, obviously, we care and we're not.
yeah.
Yeah, like I'm trying to.
Apparently,
Yeah, I get it. But
You get it, right?
But what it is, yeah, Nick, sometimes when we are biased,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
if we don't like the person that's under fire, you really don't care, because it's
Yeah.
like, fuck them.
Yeah.
But when it's in this
a
situation,
little investment in
yeah,
them.
I'm I think he's very intelligent. I think he's come a long way. I think he's grown
Yeah.
a lot. I've followed his journey from day one. I've just been into.
Big
I just
Brother,
like
MTV, all that.
I've just watched a lot of things he's done, and
Bro,
I just
he used to see Katy Perry naked for free.
yeah.
That's true.
What a
Yeah.
life.
Lucky guy.
Yeah,
He's
what a
lived.
life.
But apparently he's confirming he's got a sexual addiction, and he was having 80 women a month.
Well, he's admitted that. Like, he admitted that he's had like a sex addiction.
He's
been transparent.
And this is basically just it coming out again that he's a sex addict, but in a different way.
It's the 16-year-old.
Oh, he had sex with a 16-year-old.
This-
Apparently, and
this-
it wasn't consensual either.
It's techie. Listen.
It's not the type of conversation you want to have or on your name.
I feel like this story is going to not end today, so we've got a lot.
Yeah.
We've got a lot to come back to discuss.
I
because-
feel like there's more stuff that needs to be revealed. from that one,
100%.
right? Before having a like opinion or a side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So based on that,
Based on that,
thank you for coming, Nicole.
oh, I've had fun, guys. It's been really fun.
Round of applause for Nicole.
Thank you so much for having me. I've had a great time.
Now you're a friend of the show. You're welcome anytime. All
Love
you
it.
got to do is message us and say, guys,
Guys,
what's going on?
yeah,
And
for real.
we'll book you in for sure, because
amazing. Love it.
I feel like now we have a great rapport.
Yeah.
We've
And I
got a
feel
rapport.
like those who may only know you through, like we do, the funny parody videos you're putting up there, I think they've learned a lot more about
Yeah.
you today than they did previously.
I think there's a story behind me, whereas everyone just thinks what they want
What
to
you're
make
behind,
of me.
what they see behind.
Yeah,
on-
exactly.
Yeah,
But there's more of a story.
yeah.
Before we get out of here,
Yeah,
there's
talk to
two
me.
things.
Go for it.
We're gonna let people know about the thing that's happening again.
Yeah.
But also, Madam Nicole,
Yeah.
I've been trying to think of your AKA. It
Oh,
hasn't
yeah.
come to me yet.
Okay.
But we're still running, so I'll try and think of something. But you put up on your story the other day, you were asking people to give their definition of
Pussy fat.
Pussy fat.
You don't say it right though.
I don't know.
You don't say it with much vim and bass in your voice.
Giving their definition.
Yeah, so you had a little like questionnaire thing up on your story.
I think it's about the spelling.
Yeah, and you was like,
How should I spell it?
oh, how she's okay, right? Are you where are we at with that? Is
Where
that
you
going to
going
be
with it?
merchandise? Is that going to be?
Okay, so I have been like looking. Okay, so my theory behind it is I'm actually going to be calling it PFAT because I actually want to make it into a brand.
Okay, cool.
So call it PFAT. It's spelled P-O-O, but then the whole thing is pussy fat, but it's spelled P-O-O-S-E-E-P-H-A-T because that's how I chose the spelling. Like no one else has spelled it that way.
Have you trademarked it already?
I don't know how to.
That's a good question. How do you trademark?
I don't know how to trademark
I
stuff.
think I know a guy.
I think you got, yeah, I think you
Okay,
got to go online. It's an
Online.
online
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So basically, I want to make the PFAT merch, and it's just I just need to start it, and I think that I was thinking about drop shipping, but I don't know if I just actually want to like go and figure out the materials for myself, and you know just have a batch, and if it does well, it does well, and if it doesn't, like okay, I invested a little bit of money, but like you don't know unless you try. So
We support that.
I would say get shout to Black Edition Clothing. I would say do the material thing.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: you could say if shirts are normally going for say £5, if you say yours is like £8 or £9, but the quality of the shirt represents that extra £3 to £4, I think it will last longer because people will be more willing to wear it more than just once.
yeah, like I
Not
want
just
people to
sleeping
be
in and
wearing
stuff.
it, you
Yeah,
know, and
yeah.
like I've got a few little designs in my head. Like I'm a very simple person. I
Yeah.
don't feel the need to be
Super
overdoing
loud
it.
with it,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I just want to keep it very simple. Have a few t-shirts, maybe make myself some jogging bottoms, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
and just and wear that brand.
Yeah.
And then like as my social media grows, that's what my brand is.
Gym
I think
wear.
that's dope. Gym wear, man.
Obviously.
Potentially. I think just like as I grow as a
Okay,
personal
sure.
brand,
Yeah.
this brand will also grow with me.
Wicked.
Yeah, and that's kind of I guess my business scheme over the
Love it.
next.
All right. Wicked.
We're here to
wicked.
support. We're here to
You guys,
support. You
when
get
I'm
me?
back, I'll hopefully have some merch I can bring some to you.
Yeah, that'll be
Bang,
great.
bang.
That'll be fantastic.
Ladies
Anything
and
else?
gentlemen, you know,
We haven't discussed this Donny's trip to Atlanta, but we will in the next episode.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff.
Will we?
Yeah.
damn right, I got bros in Atlanta.
Because you put stuff up on IG.
Yeah.
And I want to know the answers to them.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, before we get out of here, don't forget we
Yep.
are live on Saturday, the 30th of September at the Qube. Is it 9 Park?
9 Park Drive.
9 Park Drive, E14 9GG. Of
Yep.
course, shout out to ladies with the double G bra. We're going to be there from 7 p.m. Come join us. We're going to be doing this, but in the live format. It's going to be more off the cuff. It's going to be more, flexible. It's going to be flowing like water, as the great Bruce Lee said. We're going to have great co-hosts, Reams, E-Man, Latif. We're going to have, like I said, the host with the most. We're going to have the legendary MC Bushkin there on the night for the after party. Shout out to DJ Chucks. Shout out to DJ I was about to say Cheeks, you know.
Cheeks.
Damn.
Pause.
Yeah. DJ Teeks.
That's my brother. He's not going to like that.
He's not gonna like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Teeks, apology. I might, Drizzy Records might step back out and do a little 1-2, something.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't forget, Fast Food Podcast is the IG. Go on there. The link's in the bio. Go on to Morgan Heights' IG. The link's in his bio. Drizzy Records links in my bio.
Yep.
Get your tickets. Come have a good time.
Eventbrite.co.uk.
UK/ it's Fast Food Podcast, no? Or you just type it in?
Yeah, just go to it.
So I thought it was MySpace. All right, cool. Type it into the Eventbrite, Fast Food Podcast. Get your tickets. We're going to have good times. Your birthday, do let us know beforehand. Send us a DM so we can big you up on the show.
Yeah.
And if you was there last time, we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to have a menu and we're going to do the thing, but we're not going to put it out there because we don't know on jacking our style.
Starters, yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So by the time you hear this, it will be just over a week until we go live at the Qube.
At the Qube.
So come
Canary
join
Wharf.
us.
Get down there. It's going to be jokes. Okay. Thank you for being here. Shout out to our foodies. Shout out to our special guest, Nicole Drinkwater.
Thank you.
Big up Jojo Montana. Big up Drizzy Sackafet Freckles. My name is Morgan Heights. Don't forget we're on all DSPs, which is iTunes, Spotify,
iTunes.
and Google Podcasts. And all our videos and 6 segments are on our YouTube channel, which is Fast Food Podcast TV. Like and subscribe. And we're going to sign out with our takeaway. Drizzy, let's go.
All right, so this week's takeaway is, let's run it back. Some people are like pubic hairs. They're just there for the sake of it. Get rid, man. Just get rid. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Fast Food Podcast.
Peace.
1, 2. Yo.
Now we come to the payoff.
Mic check.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system.
Food is a metaphor for information.
Yo, get your head around this. The concept, 2 men about this. Trissy sack effect, freckles, respect rebels. We'll take the stairs, you stay there. It's next level. Put up the frame, they couldn't see the vision. I'll take the blame when it comes to fruition. From 4 to 3, and then we lost 1. I won't cause a scene, cause camera's on, son.
It's a fast food podcast.
You look up, understand. You're in the dark with the sharks, it's a bloodbath. We got the mics, it's a fight, had a tough start. Now got the stripes, it's in sight, it's all love car. Morgan Heights, it's food for the mind. A feast for the palate, you can eat the design. Serial killer with a splash of cold milk. These men are built on weight, lactic acid, hold skills. Yo, give me the space, we need the mic. You know the vibes. Camera, action, lights. We do what we do, we say what we like. It's the FFE. It's the FFE. It's the FFE. It's the FFE.